Hello, welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. Not the last stream of the game, but the last stream of this story, as words are failing to save me, failing to help me right now. Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition comes with 2 campaigns, and we are currently very close to finishing the first one. Now, I will end the stream and not stream for the rest of the day if we finish the first campaign, which is very likely. I quickly looked at how much missions we have left, and we have the end bit of one and the last mission. The simple reason is I want to give full attention to the second campaign. It's not as long as well, so I don't want to have a weird stream time with it, if that makes sense. It's just the way I like to do things. So this stream quite possibly will be shorter than the rest. I don't know how long. I mean, I want to aim for 2 hours, I'm going to be honest. But if it's shorter than that, I might consider, maybe we should start a new campaign. That is a very high possibility we might do that, depending on how long this stream goes on for. But I've talked enough. Let's actually get into it and see if we can finish it. I do remember last time being absolutely infuriated with the last Matrix event, because dear God, that was punishing. That fell harsh for no reason. But we're halfway, or I don't know how long we have through a very difficult mission in this tower where we need to free him. Luckily we got mission items and we got all the codes. Dawn, dusk, night, noon. So we don't have to do any of the mini games at all. And we can go to wait, walk away. Do we know what Lab 27 is? Hang on. Lab 12 is. Lab 12 access code. Uh, 44526. 44526. Oh, okay, that worked. Verifying. Number code accepted. Please enter the second number sequence. On an elevated keypad wall is a large panel covered in buttons. A keypad is mounted on it. The buttons to the left is on lead. You know from the plastic face man which data the floor has been scored on. Enter the second code. Do we have the second code? 25301. Okay. Okay, 25301. Hell yeah, damn, that's actually pretty cool. Verifying. Sequence accepted. Access to special product granted. Please have the Omega ID ready to check in. Okay, cool, we can go to the thing now. Let's do this. We don't exactly have anything more we can do. We checked that on the first run through here. The elevator codes acquired, you head into the enclosed space. Watching the ceiling access panel closely as you make your way to Lab 12. Light elevator music can contrast sharply with the smell of sweat and corrodite. As the lights on the elevator hit 12, you cover the door and wait. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, breathe. Okay, cool. The security captain studies his fingernail circuits with fine interest. He looks ready to drone out of a standard challenge, but he stops when he sees you in maintenance uniforms, and he raises, okay, hold on. You should know that maintenance is not allowed to be in here without Omega level escort. You have 2 seconds to produce an Omega level ID before I open fire. Hey, no need for this to get bloody. Bring him down. Okay, man, this was your own fault. did this to yourself. I tried the diplomat route, not very successfully. And let's go here. I really hate cover. Sometimes it's not too much of an issue. Drones. Drones and summons, my favorite thing. Switch on to gun. I got a 62 chance here. Damn, missed the laser. Okay, cool. That could have gone better, not gonna lie. Duncan, I need you to actually run up here. Sure. Took some damage. Yes. Damn. Okay, cool. That's fine. Actually, huge in, because we need to mark target. Because mark target is insanely useful. Dead. Alright. Cool. Living hell, that was... Did not expect him just to die like that. Oh my god. I really hate color bonus. So annoying. Sure. Oh, you got it. Duncan. I'll get you around here. Cool. And everyone is perfectly healed up because only one person took damage and no one else took damage throughout that. Nice. Use access key. Cool. Game saved. Ooh, that is a lot of computers. Let's go pick this up before we touch the big thing. Okay. Lab 12 smells of shiny new computer equipment, and the entire room hums quietly efficient. Monitors ping, occasional broadcasts high alerts. The whole environment breathes high-tech serenity. The centerpiece of the scene is a cockpit-like capsule containing the unconscious form of Raymond Black, resounding in a peaceful and what looks like to be some form of surgical pouch. Wires from the Mirid assist device to the back of his head. He takes in the scene. This is the largest array of asset equipment I've ever witnessed. It's quite impressive. Duncan fixes his eye on Raymond's unmoving body. His voice is low, whispers, "Holy shit, Raymond. Let's get him out of here." All at once, alarms for clocks begins to blare. The door that you entered through slides shut, and you can hear the large mechanism engaged. It's locked tight. The pounding sound of heavy footsteps resonate through the other side, bodies approaching and moving at a rapid clip. Whatever you're gonna do, we better do it fast. We have company. Okay, let's quickly pick this up because I wanna get some medicine. Take. I really forget how this works. Cool. I don't know if... Scrolling through the realms of information on the display, you eventually find step-by-step instructions to disconnect the subject from the machine while in a state of operation. The instructions do not look promising. It's hopeless, my friend. We cannot operate the machine according to normal specs. We don't have the time, or the clearance, or the personnel. Perhaps if we had a weak, echelon security clearance and an army of lab techs, but we don't. I'm afraid we'll have to improvise. Well, with it, let's improvise then. We gotta get him out of here. The console waits your input. Search for a way to perform an emergency disconnecting the system. Eventually you turn up an alternative labeled deeply unsafe. Removing subject from the machine in mid-process. In order to perform an emergency disconnect, you're going to have to reprogram his memory manually using engrams stored in the asset machine memory. Doing so through the terminal would take hours. You'll need a Decker to guide you through the process in real time. If you fail to restore Raven's memories properly, he will suffer catastrophic neurological damage. In the best case scenario, he will be left a vegetable. In the worst case, he will die. Okay, enable a terminal's jackpot and initiate emergency override. Here goes nothing. Alright, we gotta take the best things we got. Ooh, yeah, this is a bit nerve-wracking. We got all the passwords, so it shouldn't be too much of it. Okay, cool. We got people coming in. Oh, flip! Oh, thank God, Duncan. Oh, thank God, Duncan. All right. Okay, cool. We got people. Oh my God, I'm super injured in real life. Okay, so this is a unique system in on itself. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna need someone to heal me up after that, but... Oh, flipping hell. Whoops. Okay, Richter, get here. Walk up one bit, that's a lot reasonable. 23 damage. Oh my God, that's quite a bit. Cool. Duncan, get it here. Goddamn cover bonus. Oh my God, that's a pain. Couple ideas. Okay, cool. It's gonna take a bit. Okay, cool. This is when we start summoning some stuff. Oh, thank God we got this. Oh my God, that was a bit of a mistake, but like, you know. Oh my God, that is such an amazing thing. Alright, let's take care of this. This is... Oh my God, we... Oh, flipping hell. That's annoying. Are we missing because we're damaging the real world? That would make sense. I might need to have Richter give me... Okay, there's stuff over there. Blocker I see. And we got 4 little paths up there. Cool, alright, okay. This one I don't actually have any passwords for. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this manually. Alright. Okay, how many will I get if I... 20 system traits. Alright, we can do this. Let's start this. Forgot which one it is. Ooh, damn. Damn it, whoops. Okay, cool. M seconds. Damn, got it. Nice. Cool. Control hub. Let's interact with this. The controller blossoms to life at your approach. Special settings, medical service, special program division, control hub, read general files. Scanning through the files, you find the list of procedures that govern safe for removal of the subject's machine. According to the file, all full memory engrams need to be logged into the control hub in chronological order. Then and only then can the subject be injected with suffering permanent neurological damage. Okay, select engram slot 1, active, engram slot 3, active, okay, they're just all active. Disconnect. Okay, so I'm assuming this is... Okay, cool, we got... Okay, cool, we got things here. Move up here. Oh my god, that's a big boy. Ooh, flip. Oh, thank god. I'm gonna move. Oh god, we got 9 turns. That's insane. We got 9 turns. Oh my god. Oh, flipping hell, that's a lot of damage. Okay, let's just take this guy out. I'm worried. Okay, these people don't seem like most quick. Okay, cool. Let's take the poor shot. Nice. Oh, hell yeah, damn. Oh, we got more people coming in. Did I really? God, that would have been great if that was the last wave. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that was... That's close. Okay, flipping hell. Oh, I need someone to actually heal me. Oh, this isn't great, this isn't great. If I'm here, I'm back into the real world, I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank god. Thank god. That's a bit of an erase of the version, but enter password. This is engram block 1. Okay, engram 1 is dawn. Alright. Wait, what? Is it caps? Is it cap sensitive? Oh my god, what am I writing on? Dawn. Okay, yeah, engram bank 1, dawn. Okay, is it cap sensitive? Okay, yeah, it's cap sensitive. I'm just an idiot. Okay, cool. Engram 1. You flood of engram streak. You hack into the flow. Captured a small clump of tight, distinct memories, tiny and round. One of them glows, set apart from the others by its intensity. The vibrant aroma of a still pond in late summer day. It reflects the surface is disturbed by a single tear. A drop ripples from its impact point, and a young boy's face is reflected in water, grief fractioning innocence. He traces the character of father for in water with his finger. Oh, flip, 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 flip. Okay, that one was on my tail throughout the whole thing. Let's just see if that one's still active. I have no idea what that fully does. Am I an idiot of some kind? Oh my god, that's a big bad enemy. We've got 3 enemies here. System save, system trace. Okay, I'm not too concerned with that. because these things will walk forward because they're close combative. Yep. Flipping hell. They do real life damage. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, we're so close. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. That really sucks. Oh, I really hate that. Oh no. We wasted a turn because of that. I can't believe that. It's so annoying. I'm so annoyed of that. No. God, I'm so annoyed. This could have been good. And we got even more people coming. Oh my god. Flipping hell, I have to get past this bit again. Ooh, flip. The most basic trial of this thing, and I get screwed up by it. Oh no. Okay, cool. Hello guys again. God, I've got 7 turns. Miss, thank god. Erosion. Okay, then my turn. This guy. Oh my god, it's gonna take off 4 turns to get rid of it. Oh, that really sucks. Another one is camped up all the way over there. Oh god damn it, we got 6 turns. Let's see if we can actually just... No, okay, cool. That was worth a shot. Cool. Dead. Dead. Missed. Okay, cool. The spirit's now trying to break free a bit, which is not great. Okay, cool. I'm trying to like figure out a lie where I can get into there without like without like, you know, these things spotting me. Cool. Cool, the dies. Nice, cool. Oh my god. Ooh. Enter password is dusk. Nice. Oh my god. A cascade of engrams tremble onto a steam past. You hack into the current, capturing the thick knot of distinct memories, firm and full. One of them seems to move within, attracting your attention. A youth gymnastics center. It's thick, with the scent of adolescence perspiration, marked by a steady debt of cheap soy protein. His authority as a youth director is challenged, and though the boy couldn't be more than 12, they stand eye to eye. The boy looks at the grey-haired and sneers. "You better know Kung Fu, mister," the pudgy boy says. "I know a lot of things," he replies. "Are you smart enough to learn them?" Flipping out, whoops. Okay, that's... screw it, just running. Okay, cool, that's one down. Last one to go, 2 more to go. Okay, cool, we got these big guys and we got another one in the middle, which is not great. Okay, you got... oh god, why did you have to have this guy so close? Okay, cool, crit. Not 2 crits. Ah, okay, at least it's down. Okay, cool. Miss, that's lucky. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna... no, okay, cool. If we don't get a crit with this... okay, cool, we can kill this one. Yep, nice. And then back to real. Yep, okay, cool. Oh my god, please. Actually hit stuff, guys. Cool, confirm. It's 20% either way, confirm, managed through it. Yeah, we're out of grenades, which is a big downside, because you can't do AoE, big AoE damage anymore. Okay, cool. Let's do this bit, and then here. Hopefully these things won't see me. Nice, cool. And then I can just pummel into this. Okay, that's not great. Cool, crit. I love when crits save me. Okay, this one is... password is night. Yep, it's signed down night. Oh damn, we're moving through these. We should be able to get a tide of engrams roll past you. You hack into the flow of a captured shard of distinct memory, crystallizing and let's slide in. One of them shimmers whitely, standing apart from the radiance. The screen wakes him like an old friend, and it does every night. He pulls a sheet from his damp body and stumbles into the bathroom, his heart pounding, rinsing his face and the back of his neck of the cool water. He looks down from the mountain into a mirror and finds an old man staring back at him, a terrifying old man. Okay, cool, let's move. Can I just... okay, we don't have, like, many turns left. We have, like, 4 turns, which we should be able to do it. Gobbler... let's actually start doing spells. Through that, and then let's do this. Okay, cool, I won't make my shots of it apparently. Cool, dead. Okay, cool, it's worth a shot. I love this ability, it's so funny. Yeah, man, what did you think of that? Dead. Okay, can I just rush it? Yeah, I can. Nice. Cool. Who needs to waste time when you can just move? Alright, okay, so that's not difficult on the trace, but difficult in combat. But it shouldn't be. Hopefully, shouldn't take more than like one turn. Let's get rid of the black ice because it's the most threatening thing here. Dead. Alright, cool. Then that one on over there can be a blast. Missed. Okay, cool. So we can stay together. Miss. Okay, cool. Okay, we have 3 turns. Oh, that's not a lot of turns. No, flip! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's not great. Let's use this on this so you can get out of there. God damn it, idiot. Okay, cool. 70, 70, 74. Alright, time to try and get rid of these guys as quick as possible. Oh, we missed on that. No! Alright, we're cutting really close to the wire now. Like, really close. Okay, cool. Oh, no. Lad is angry. I'm nervous. That's why I am, because we only have 3 turns to do this, and like, this isn't like a lot of space to mess around with, because the turn is going to end after this. Okay, cool. If they don't move, we're good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Can we get a blast here without like hitting that guy? Oh no, it made this combat last 1 turn longer. No! Oh, okay, this isn't great. This is not great. Ow, and obviously we get crit. So we gotta do this in the next turn or game's over. We didn't save our dad, and I don't know if that's a reset for this mission or not, which is a bit worrying. Okay, let's get rid of this so we don't end up. Cool. Okay, cool. We've only got 1 more thing to fight. Shouldn't be too difficult. If you don't die to it. Oh, thank God. Oh my god, that was... I don't like cutting things that close. And that is, Memory Rune. Okay, noon. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. A current of engrams twist and churn as its flow past. You hack into the current, capturing its cluster of distinct memories, lumpy and fat. One of them hums loudly, calling your attention. Anticipation. The hall is long and ends at his door. He traverses the distance slowly, knowing that he is being observed by his new underlings. There is a new there is blah blah blah. God, nerves is getting to me. And there is newly installed, shining like a mirror on a door made of real wood and brass metal plate. A brass nameplate. Edward Sang, Vice President of the Special Projects. Pride swells within. Okay, cool. We just need to does not trigger this creature and security program, and we're fine. We're fine. I'm a good decker. Okay, and we need to go here. Host engrams functions. Re-integrate host. Checking engrams first. Okay, select engrams slot 1. Raymond as a young boy. is the first one. Does our mission items say? No, they don't. We just have to remember them. Raymond is a young boy. Huh, me trying to think, is he actually a young boy in that one? Let's actually do the... God, host 4 is young executive. Locked. 3 is old man. 2 was he was like a young boy. Yeah, no, he's a middle-aged man and a young boy. Okay, cool. Reintegrate host. Failed. Okay, we have to do all this again. Raymond is a young boy. Slot 3, old man. Slot 4, young executive. Reintegrate host. Wait, what? Okay, did I do these wrong? Let's try this way. I did that wrong way round. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Is there any... Oh! I'm an idiot. The passwords tell us which way it is. Dusk, dawn, noon, dusk, night. I'm assuming that's the way it's meant to be. So, number 1 is we got this from the first one. It should be in order, hopefully. Yeah, we got them in order. We got them in. So, dawn is 1. So Raymond is a young boy. So that's dawn. And then we go to noon, which is 4, which is Raymond is a young executive. Slot 3 would have to be dusk, which is 2, which is middle-aged man. And then 4 would have to be old man. Yep. Checking engrams. Engram integration success. Host regeneration proceed invited. Oof. Damn, that was two turns left of that. That was kind of getting a little too close for me. If I'd put more on body, that wouldn't be a thing. But I have skimped on body throughout this entire playthrough. The clean room echoes with footsteps as you approach the capsule containing the assist surgical coach. Through the window, you can see that the last eight years have not been kind to Raymond Black. The trauma of the past few days is readily apparent. The plasty pallor of his skin and the white growth of stubble on his chin makes him appear far older than his 65. He lies unconscious, his chest barely moving, his eyes sunken and his jaw slack. Carefully applied gauze dressing his bald head, surrounding the gleaming metal pot, a data jack. A thin bundle of wires running from the jack to the device mounted on the capsule walls. Oh my god. Though his voice is small, it echoes through the clean room. We're gonna go with Dad, because our character, was raised by him, so that's nice. Duncan? I'm here, yeah, wow, just glances apologetically at you, damn. Yang is here too. Raymond opens his eyes with a dreamy smile. Oh, hello, Miss Sheng, nice to see you. He must be disoriented from his SIS program. It appears that you got to him just in time. There's no time for discussion, Hyujin. We must move. We gotta get going. We got to go. I'm getting you out of here. Alright, cool. We don't have to shoot our way through the tower, back down the tower. Oh, maybe we do. Disconnecting Raymond from the assist proves to be straightforward, as getting him out of the capsule and onto the clean floor. It feels like he barely weighs anything at all. Although his breathing's erratic, Raymond seems steady enough on his feet. Lead on, Yang. I'll be right behind you. We have to I mean, I know we did shoot up a high-tech building, but hey guys! The guards are talking amongst themselves, excited as you arrive. Then they instantly alert, exchanging nervous glances. A leader speaks up, addressing them with the confidence he can muster. We're the last line of defense, and we're going to hold them here. Do you understand? The guards are clearly frightened, but apparently ready for orders. You can see his confidence rising as their reaction. Huh, I sometimes forget Shadowruns are actually spooky to regular guards. Stop where you are, runner. Drop your weapons and we'll open fire. We just cut down your whole security network and cut our way through your best squad. You sure this is how you want to play this? The guard looks at his co-workers and nods. Nope, this is definitely not how we want to play this. Let's just pretend we never saw each other, okay? He takes his fingers off the trigger and begins to lower his weapons. Smart play, we never saw each other. The guards lower their weapons. I forget, Shadowrunners are spooky to normal people. Imagine doing all that mission and you decide to attack and get Raymond killed in that last little bit. Alarms blare as you hustle Raymond from the special project selection of Prosperity Tower, but you encounter resistance. Raymond unsteadily gropes his way through the corridors of the corporate headquarters, holding onto your elbow for support. Occasionally the old man fingers the gauze dressed on his head with his free hand, wincing when he touches the tender patch. 10 minutes pass between the time you exit the building and enter the MTR station. The team remains on high alert, scanning the streets and buildings for a sign of sang security forces, until, like a stream of cockroaches, you scull underground into the cool streets of the safety of a mass transit unit. You pay the fee, grab Raymond, and make your way to the subway platform. The sound of the old man's ragged breath loudly rushing past your ear. Seconds tick by slowly while you wait for the subway train to arrive. Are we gonna get ambushed on the tracks? That's not great. We're down some supplies, and I don't have the new yen to recover it for the final mission. I don't have the new yen to recover stuff for the final mission. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. The team hustles around Raymond on the subway car, quietly taking up the... Okay, cool, we brought everyone apparently. We got Isabel and Gachu here, despite not bringing them. Team hustles around Raymond on the subway car, despite quite taking up a defensive position and scoping the platform for pursuit. The old man is unsteady on his feet, but insists on standing on his own power. He grabs the railing and holds on with a white knuckle as the train lunges forward. A group of tourists stand nearby, conspiratorial, avoiding eye contact with you. The crew looks over the old man with bandage on the back of his head, exchanging meaningful expressions. Raymond squints at the odd group surrounding him, but his nod indicates that he understands he's among friends. Wu drags his goggles off his face and bends his knee to get a better look at his foster father. A tangled knot of relief, compassion, and resentment and hurt charms across the young man's face as he wrestles with confused emotions. Fear for his father's health overcomes them. Raymond, are you alright, little man? I fought against the reprogramming. Dear God, he looks a lot worse now. The old man's voice is a little more soft and crooked. His eyes are sunken by the surrounding dark circles. His mother's medical technology must be amazing. It's hard to believe you're walking under his own powers so soon after the surgery. Yeah, well, Grandma's an amazing woman. Her high-tech brain surgery, her ownership of cops, her execution for my partner and those runners. Wu's face hardens and stands up, glaring down at the old man. Oh, and the way she had the plastic face man snatch her own son. Amazing woman. Easy, Duncan. Don't easy Duncan me, Yang. That was Kai's thing. Find something else to do when you think I'm on the edge. Pain and bitterness drifts from Wu's deep, raspy voice. This man, whoever he is, has a lot of explaining to do. Are you ready to start telling us the truth, Edward? The old man tilts his head up at the orc towering above him, and though exhausted, his jaw sets firm. Yes, Duncan, I'm ready to tell you everything. I plan to explain it when you all arrived in Hong Kong. Yeah, our meeting was postponed to kidnapping and murder. The old man's mouth presses and his lips quiver for a moment, but he regains control. I never believed it would come to that. My mother was capable of. He swallowed the thought of remaining unfinished. The old man leans back on the wall of the subway car and gathers his thoughts. He seems to swoon for a moment, but then inhales deeply, swallowing hard and pushes himself erect. My name is Edward Zhang. I am the second son of Josephine Zhang, the CEO of Zhang Mechanical Services, heir to the company. Before I left Hong Kong, I was the vice president of the special projects, and an upcoming in the startup company. Was prosperity one of your special projects? Something you never seen before washes over the tired man's old face. Shame. You've heard it. Prosperity. I see. Raymond takes a breath, and Labour croaks his voice deep into a monotone. I was part of a project that my mum envisions to rebuild Kowloon's walled city, a walking neighbourhood of the unprivileged citizens, fully integrated with job training programs, co-op children childcare, drug counselling centres. It was a new approach to low-income housing in the East, the springboard for prosperity for hundreds of thousands. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a place I grew up in. Raymond, in his 20 years away, doesn't seem to hear that. Mother personally oversaw every aspect of the project to ensure that every detail was executed properly. Choosing each project manager herself, chaired regular status meetings with architect builders, visited the on-work site for surprise inspections. She was driven to make a renewed, revitalized walled city as a success. So, what was prosperity other than a low-income housing project? No, the walled city wasn't a prosperity project. Raymond covers his eyes with a liver-spotted hand, and dread radiates from him like the stink of decaying meat. Prosperity was something I built at the center of the walled city. His hands drop. Did he make a deal with the Yama King? Oh my... His head drops and face slack. A moment later, an invisible grip grasps hold of your chest, constricts it, squeezes the air from your lungs. Your vision grays from the edges, and the world surges backwards, leaving you suspended in the distance on the periphery of reality. Something is hurtling towards you, approaching you from the fringes of your mind like a bullet train. It screams ahead, closer and closer, until upon you, overwhelming you with the sense of presence, and then there's nothing. Until a scream pierces your consciousness and pulls you screaming into its source. You're back in Walled City, the Sea of Darkness. Oh, cussy. Your mind retches, inverts, the violet jerk backs into your skull, your stomach cramps hard, and you taste the bile burns your throat. A thin trickle of cold sweat seeps down the small of your back and your eyes refuse to focus. Your crew fares no better. Gobbet pulls herself from the floor, madness and folly squeaking worriedly in the folds of her clothing. Isabel grips a railing, back to the group, retching silently. Richter leans against Kiyoshi, his ashen face staring at the ceiling. He blinks rapidly in the process. Dear God, our cyborg psychopath. Shocked by visions from the Yama King. Gachu stands perfectly still in the center of a car, hands by his side, his face impassive. Wu catches his breath. What the hell is Gachu doing? Oh my god. Wu breathes deeply, his hands on his knees. That wasn't a dream. He shakes his head like a lion's mane and splits on the floor. That was something else. Gobbet breathing is shallow and covering the thin sheet of sweat. It was a vision. I saw some sort of machine inside the walled city. Isabel turns, squinting in the concentration, her lips white. It's churning something. It felt wrong, impossible. I think it was ripping, I don't know. Reality. The orc girl shudders. Was ripping a hole in reality. Something is here, my friends. Something has arrived. I believe we have just fallen in over our heads. Wu straightens up, draws back the rest of his mouth. What the hell was that, Raymond? No answer. Wu spins to find Raymond cowering, his head in his hands, suffering and weeping. She's here. Place her hand on his shoulder. Breathe, Raymond. Breathe. Shouldn't have waited. Should have hid. Shouldn't have hid. He looks up with thin bloodshot eyes. She's here. The queen with 1,000 teeth. Raymond rocks back in place, huddling himself, staring past at you. Someone only he can see. I left prosperity in there. I left prosperity in there. I left prosperity in there. Oh no, looks like Raymond's gone bye-bye. Shush, Gobbert. Isabel whispers her astonishment. What do I choose? Gently squeeze his shoulder. I'm gonna go gently squeeze his shoulder. Edward, can you hear me? The old man prefer Raymond's. Raymond blinks, his eyes open. His voice is weak, hesitant, disconnected somehow. Are we in the subway? The right corner of his mouth twitches noticeably. Why is he stuttering? He's not. I used to start. It doesn't sound like he's stuttering. Something else is going on. Could be the... Why did Isabel get speech therapy from? Hang on a second. She's from the walled city and a Decker who grew up on the streets. She's like, I don't know, I forget how old she is, but she's like only 19, so like where the hell did she learn to get over? Sorry, could be visions, could be verboid brain surgery or something, combination of two. So something bad is happening. Began long ago and I'm responsible. His eyes opens wide. It's the queen, the prosperity. The queen with 1,000 teeth. These dreams, visions, they've been coming at you for a long time, haven't they? Yes. Oh yes. I've been plagued by nightmares for a long time. Raymond's lips show tell me. They began years ago, sporadically at first, vague dreams wrapped tight with guilt and with shame. Raymond's eyes rolled back in his head, closing them tightly, until last year when he's such a word, the frequency began to increase. Then the imagery clarified, started to repeat. Teeth, thousands and thousands of teeth. He sways for a moment, dizzy, and the sound of suffering began to drown out even waking thoughts. I knew I had to come back. The truth, Raymond. Why did your mother have you kidnapped? Why did she try and erase your memory? To stop me from correcting a mistake I made a long time ago. Puts a hand on his steady himself on Wu's arm. My fault, prosperity. All those people, poor people. The Prosperity Project. Shame eclipses the old man's face. You know about prosperity? Yes, sort of. Wu's tone gets a little sharper. We already covered this, Raymond. We know that it's the center of World Sea and that Edward Zhang built it. Why didn't you start at the beginning, Raymond? Tell us all about it. But the beginning, sometime in the 20s, my mother was awarded he searches for the contract to rebuild the housing development, the walled city. Well, the result I'd say is your mum's kind of blew it. Prosperity failed. Frustration appears on the old man's tired eyes. I told you, the walled city wasn't the Prosperity Project. The Prosperity was a fortune engine I built into the center of the walled city. My special project. Fortune engine. What are you talking about? Wu sneers. You can't create fortune. Oh, okay, I kind of get what this is. Fortune, Raymond. My guess is before it's said, is an engine which eats up all the positive chi of the walled city and sends it somewhere else, leaving only the negative chi. Hence why it's so terrible to live there. You can, Gunshow. Some practitioners of feng shui believe they can. Ever heard of Bagua of their 8 aspects? Wu looks at Gobbet flatly. No, Gobbet. Must have skipped that day in school. Keep going, Gobbet. I want to hear this. Gobbet rings her nose at Wu. Neo feng shui, the masters of craft can map the flow of chi and the correspondence of different aspects of someone's life. Fame, relationships, creativity, inner knowledge, health, and fortune. That's 6. I thought you said there were 8 aspects. Warlock shrugs. I don't remember the other 2, but one of them was definitely fortune. She looks sidelong at Raymond. So, what does your fortune engine do? The fortune engine was designed to improve the balance of chi in a negative chi environment. A negative chi environment? Cheeky, somewhere shitty, like a slum. Raymond corrects her, like a low-income housing project. I believed with the fortune engine that the rebuilt Walti might never become a slum. He drifts off for a moment, remembering, then squeezes his eyes shut and lowers his head. But the machine malfunctioned. Malfunctioned how? The mechanism I created to circulate negative chi into Old City. He brings up a liver-spied hand to cover his mouth. It got stuck. Stuck on what? Good question. Raymond raises slowly, pulling himself from the clump tool heap. His tone turns instinctive, old Raymond, but this time his exclamation's halting and wavery. Think of the fortune engine as a sort of propeller blade, moving through the astral space, circulating ki, keeping it, he herds for word, fresh. When ki flows, when the rhythm is right, the results are positive, fortunate. When I brought my design for Fortune Engine to my mother, she embraced it. He exhales. She more than embraced it. She bankrolled it. Put an entire division of Zhang's mechanical under me to develop it. Sounds like a big bet. Raymond nods rapidly. The biggest of my career. Mother said if the machine could bring fortune to the less fortunate, it would prove my theory. And if it could help the poor, imagine what a fortune engine could do for Joseph Sang. Wu jaws clenches. That's not what's happening, was it? Something went wrong. The people of Old City didn't benefit from a fortune engine, did they, Raymond? The old man bows, doesn't answer. We're gonna go with the dad one, because I like that line. I like the idea my character still views him as like a father figure, even despite her weirdly messy life. Dad, what happened to your fortune engine? Raymond's response is barely audible. It got stuck. The mechanism I created to circulate a negative chi towards it got stuck. You can see Wu's patient blowing away like autumn leaves in a high wind. He rubs his head viciously in frustration. Stuck on what, Raymond? The old man gets a confused look on his face, and his lips move silently for several moments. Wu leans in closer, dropping into a whisper, sees in his foster father's face. Stuck on what? Raymond winces at Wu's tone, stumbles back into the steps, but it does the job to get the old man to focus. Something in the astral space. I wasn't sure what. That sounds bad. The machine started pooling negative chi. The old man's breathing began to accelerate, and Wall City started to fill with it. Fortunes turned bad. I've been to places where feng shui is really bad. That's not what I felt when I was in the Walled City. No, ki needs to flow. Eventually, the enormous amount of negative ki became toxic. Fortunes turned from bad to worse, much worse. Raymond's shoulders slump. Mother's vision for revitalizing Wood City fell into ruins. It only took a few years for a trapped, toxic ki to turn into a brand new housing development into a hellish slum. Why didn't you turn it off? I couldn't. Something happened. Part of the malfunction. We couldn't turn it off. Then why didn't you blow it up, wrap it in C6 and turn it into a scrap heap? Mother refused. Wu's tone turns cold. Why? I never found out, but she wouldn't tell me. She would say she would only say it wasn't worth spending the additional resources to figure out how to fix it or even how to turn it off. Words spill out of the old man. She sealed off the maintenance room. Our engineers poured a sarcophagus of thick concrete around it, so no one would ever find out what we had done. Then she wrote the project off as a business loss and moved on like nothing happened, right? Yes. His face is flushed and he fidgets with the gauze bandage on his head. But after that, I left Hong Kong, started a new life in Seattle, found you two too. You should have stayed. Try to do something about it. Wu grimaces disappointed. You're a coward, Raymond. Yes. Raymond stands up straight, taking a shaky step towards you. Wu. Yes, Duncan. I was a coward. And the guilt. The burden of my cowardness gripped me like a vice that never loosened. It's eaten me up from the inside for 20 years. He licked his lips, trying to breathe. And then, the nightmares began, horrible. Still, I kept working on the problem, night and day. Did you figure out how to stop it? It took me years, even after you left, to make a connection, find what to do. But I did it. I figured it out. Still, some of the nightmares intensified until they became unbearable. I knew I had to come back, fix what I had done. That's why I contacted you to help me see it through. Wu mumbles something that all you can hear make out is the word coward. What about the rip in reality we saw in our vision? Raymond's voice flattens. When the machine malfunctioned, when the calculator became stuck in the astral sea, it was lodged in another domain, and he sways and his lips begin to tremble. And something lived there. Not good. Thank you, Shaman. The old man began to drift. After 20 years of constant force, the circulation finally began to tearing astral space, creating a rupture in her domain. He begins to rock and forth, and now she's pushing through, and now she's pushing through, and now she's pushing through. She's pushing through, alright. Wu snares at his foster father, the queen with 1,000 fucking teeth. A thing you brought here, Raymond. Raymond stops rocking, and he becomes fully lucid, and he snaps back at Wu. I understand that, Mr. Wu. That's why I came back. I believe she's only partially here. She hasn't pushed all the way through yet. She's probably probing her new hunting grounds. The emotional strain of his snap at Wu roused him again. I know what to do now. How to extract the calculator, shut the machine down before she can fully manifest. Wow, flip. Just get to the central sea to a fortune engine. I will do the rest. Please help me. Help them. I'm gonna say the first one, because like I quickly read through all of these, and it seems just like we're all saying the same thing, but how you say it. You helped us overcome some hairy mistakes when we were kids, right? Now we get to help you fix yours. I don't know if we can do this. I don't know if I can go back there. Below Becca's eyes are wide open, more white than iris. Her breath becomes faster and shallower. It's not just a thing in there, Hugin. It's a Yama King, a demigoddess. We're trapped. We can't run. And believe me, I want to. It's all I've been thinking about. Rash arm and shoulders raise with tension. But the APB is still out on us. And those visions, I got a feeling they're not going to stop unless we make them stop. And that the fragile old man's the only way to do it. She looks down at her friends. Her voice is gentle. We gotta take him in there, we gotta help him fix this. I, for one, wish to see the fortune angel. I'm intrigued. Rector's pale face glints. I'm willingly going. Gachu's face remains passive, but his eyelids lower in anticipation. I have the opportunity to kill a god. I cannot allow the opportunity to pass unanswered. That is a hell of a line, Gachu! Oh my god! Alright. You're down for what's it called when you kill a god? God, it has a specific word. Can't remember, something side. I think like, what is it? Demicide? I can't remember what it's called. Wu's voice drops to a mumble. I hate this fucking country. I hate this life. Yang is right. We owe you, Ravens. I'm not walking away from that. I'll help you fix your mess or die trying. Then we'll be even. He stares at Raymond, his voice cold. I'm no coward. Fear grips for people steaming from Wood City. The storm isn't a typhoon, it's something else. Oh yeah, it's a living storm, by the way. I did not realize those were a thing. And there's just piles of blood around. And fiery carts. Okay, we got 12 karma though. We don't have enough money for anything. What a time. What time? Blood everywhere. And all we got to do is... Okay, that's Raymond. We can't talk to anyone else, so it looks like we're just going straight in. Raymond and Wu standing near each other in the rain, standing at the wood sea, not talking. The old man looks at you, weary but look. You look like I have something on your mind, Miss Shang. You doing okay, Raymond? I don't think so, no. I'm the product of an aborted brain surgery. Combined with all of that's happened, I doubt I'll ever be okay. I have no idea when I will. He searches for the groundsbreak word, break. Raymond touches the bandage on his head, and although I'm relieved that you rescued me before my memory was ripe, part of me grieves at the thought I could have been free from all of this. I bet those people will see wish they could be free from this too. Indeed, but they are proof people can adapt to harsh circumstances. I will learn to live with this hardship, like they have. I think we're all learning a lot here. For example, Yang and I learned that you're a genius who can create magical machines. We learned that you have a rich and powerful mother on ruling Council of Hong Kong who kidnapped you and reprogrammed your brain. And we're learning that two of you are responsible for suffering of thousands. That's a pretty big score from my perspective. Did I get everything, Yang? You left out he's risking his life to try and fix it. That's just it. He can't fix it. He wills on Raymond, closing the gap between them. You realize you can't fix it, right, Edward? You can't erase the 20 years of misery and suffering. The best you can hope is to remove the unnatural part of it. Allow the horrid slum to be horrible without toxic key or whatever you said. You're not going to push or make it better, but... We can stop it from getting worse. We can stop her. Alright, let's not forget about the end of this road. A demon goddess waiting for us. I don't think she's gonna be too sweet on the idea of closing the door on her. No, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to be like him. I'm not going to run. Raymond cringes at her. He screws his eyelids shut, trying to ward it off. But then he's still a moment later and his jaw's set. And that's when he opens them again. His eyes are defiant, authoritative. I did what I had to do to help people, Mr. Wu. And when I couldn't help them anymore, I left and continued helping people in Seattle, in a teen center, in that slum I took you from. Or did you forget about where you're from? Oh, I didn't forget, little man. How could I? With you reminding us of every chance you get, how you saved a poor little Chinese boy. He raised his head until it was inches from old man. After you ran from thousands who just looked like him. My motivations for helping you aren't related, Duncan. He points out a bony finger at Wu, runs it up and down the walks towering above him. Look at you. The results are what counts. Wu doesn't pull back. He leaves his father's face a hairbreadth. I know, Edward. Your motivations for building our machine aren't relevant here either. Wu cooks a farm at the Wood Sea, a throng of running in terror. The result is what counts. Most people do not listen when they intend to understand. They listen with intent to reply. We're going to say this. Both men recoil at that, mouths agape, as they stare at one another, remembering a time years ago when they were in a similar conflict. The intent to reply. That thing with lockjaw, double tray. Wu looks at you, remembering his tone softens dramatically. I just realized why you were always so on the edge all those years. While you were raising us. Why you always seemed so tortured. You've been carrying this around the whole time. The old man shakes his head firm. I have, but the guilt is nothing now. When I think of what I could think of the calculator, the rift, Women's eyes open up big. More of them could get in, more like her. Do you think that can happen? More Yama Kings can make it through? Yes, the possibility exists to remove the choke. The machine could be set to override the calculator, tearing the astral rift even wider, opening the floodgates for more of them to enter. We can't let that happen. No, Raymond, we can't. Wu looks up at the old man. In the eyes, his hostility replaced with firm resolve. We won't. Okay, we don't have the money for literally anything with our 96 new yen to our name. So we're going to have to save the world on 96 new yen. What a time. What an actual, like, time. Everyone's, like, fled here. I just want to check something. Where's the store? Does Crafty have anything more to say before we jump in? Oh god, this is going to be a rough mission. Hey Crafty, what's up? Okay, cool, I'll get that for you. Okay, cool, nothing more to say. Alright, we got 96 new yen to our name. An evil demigod an evil god in the center of a corrupted city. And a ragtag group of Shadowruns. This is going to go brilliantly. Can't really talk to any of the other gang. Time to do this. Five people, all reeking of triad, huddle around next to your crew, muttering among themselves and pointing up a towering slum. One of them notices you and pets Barbara on the chest with the back of his hand. The man who's been guarding Walled Sea entrance is your outing toy. He acknowledges you, a look of doom determined in his face. Miss Sheng sends a regard. She told us to keep an eye out for you. Whatever she wants is gonna have to wait. I'm heading into the Walled Sea. Her eyes flick to the fleeting from and back. So are we. Miss Sheng wants you to know that the hell is going on out there. She sent us to find out and report back to her. Sheng's shoulders raises and shaking. He sees you noticing them and pulls out. He sees you notice them and pulls them behind his back. She said to us, what if we saw you heading in there? We should go with you. We'd have a better chance of staying alive. Good. We need all the guns we can get. The soldier nods in appreciation. Just tell us what you need. This is our shot at distinguishing ourselves. Guarantee that we have what it takes to take it to rise in operation. The soldier looks sidelong with his friends. It may be a best chance to provide for our families. Well, guys, I hope you like trying to kill a god. The group of triads nod to each other, and formally in unity as they take in the panic around them. The storm, the flood, the towering tenement, and the something else. A wave of something animating within. Do you feel that? Cover holds her stomach, mad at some faulty squeaking in disapproval. It's like a Walled Sea's bad breath or something. She groans. It's disgusting. I don't know, unclean just looking at that place. Like life had no value or something. Just like there's no point in trying to anything. That's the toxic key. And it's exactly the point. We need to get rid of it and fix it at the source if I can. Raymond stares out Walled Sea, taking it in for the first time. The breath hitches in his chest. The old man grits his teeth in determination. The fortune engine is located at the heart of Walled Sea. That's where I need to go. I'll drop a marker out in the center of Walled Sea and drop it on everyone's PDA. Hugin, we should be able to wave our way through to the machine. Raymond's the key to this whole thing. I want him protected. I'll put a body armor under his clothing and stop any Floyd at close range. And we can take advantage of the chaos. It may cover our approach in case of someone trying to stop us. Good idea. We should split up too. Keep Raymond in the back out of harm's way. Look around, Guncho. This whole place is in harm's way. It'll be safer if we split up. Hugin leads some of us to clear the way to the machine. Andy's men can follow with the rest of us escorting Raymond into the secure area. Way secure. Wouldn't Raymond be safer in one larger group? High chances of success this way if we can go in one group, but one chance at success. But if the first team is killed or lost, the second can still find the route, still have a chance. Both teams use your comms to stay in touch. We have no idea what we're going to face in there. I will be right behind you, Yang. Take care of yourself. You be careful too, Dad. Raymond holds you eye with gratitude. The time for timidly is over, Miss Shen. No more cowardness. It's time for me to finally take action. He exhaled softly and says I will see unflinchingly. This is the end of prosperity. We literally have nothing we can do. Let's do this. Oh, alright. I'm a bit worried. Okay, so who are we taking? We're gonna probably take Gobert. We're probably gonna have Duncan. If it's working with the exception that the other two are lagging behind with the team, we probably want Duncan protecting his old dad, you know? So we're gonna take Gachu instead. This team does have very good. This is my favorite team to take, by the way. The Typhoon pours down as the Triad soldiers fan out in front of you, leading the way into Kowloon City. Raymond shuffles along, alert and intensive. Although they're exhausted by all that has gone on, he drives himself forward, and will not accept him from anyone. Wu shoulder. He occasionally risks a glance at his foster father, concern, frustration, and anger playing across his face like a slideshow. But Wu is worse than your first visit. Even with the rain, you can feel something in the air. It's thick now, and it clings to your skin like invisible filth. The miserable noise of a slum life are gone, replaced by something worse. The sound of death, the sound of fear. As you round a corner, the ground stops before heading in deeper. So, okay, cool. That's fairly good. We're gonna have to drag this across because that's always good. We want everyone to have a. Mumming Talisman Spirit, I was saving that for this, I'm gonna be honest. Got you. Okay, cool. Golvagia. Who would best serve by grenades? Not really anyone. Someone should be carrying. Richter, you take the med kits, because you're like, you don't actually have any. I've got loaded out. Let's just give extra guns to Gobert. Okay, that requires a data jack. Whoops. And we got some spells here. We can get Life Siphon. Sure, we'll put that on. Oh god, yeah. Wait, you don't have spellcast. Hang on. Wait, what? You don't have spellcasting 6? Alright, cool. Okay, we'll put this on you. You should spellcasting 6. Okay, that's completely pointless though. Okay, Gobert, sure, you can't use any of the higher level spells. That's a bit annoying. I mean, I guess we'll take the grenades on Gatru, just, you know, just in case. We'll give him flashbangs, because, like, you know, he's a close combat character, might come in handy. Let's go. Confirm. Let's do this. What's whose name? I need more context to which guy. Bully. Are you talking about Wu? Like Duncan? You. Oh, my character's Hugh Jin. Her name, like, her normal name is Yang Shen, but her street name is Hugh Jin, which means Fox Spirit. Not a shaman, just a decker. Not you. I'm sorry. Oh, got you. Gaichu. Got you. He's a ghoul. He's a ghoul samurai. He wants to kill a god, apparently. The inner walled city. Yeah, his name's Gachu. Flashbang's probably not useful, but like, just take them just in case. The inner walled city You're a ghoul samurai. Thank you, I guess. I don't want to eat human flesh though. The inner walled city. The inner walled city, what you've seen in your dreams feels tame in comparison. The atmosphere is humid with impression. Oh yeah, you don't. I curse you. Oh no. To be ghoul. No. That. Sorry. You can feel it bearing down on your shoulders, whispering for you to give in. Lie down. Wait your miserable fate. Your skin feels oily and unclean. With it finally here, finally past the traffic that encrossed this place. He reaches down and touches the dust to plaster wall. The paint has long since chipped away, but what remains is enough to tell you that you're looking at the original exterior of the Kowloon Wall Sea. It looks much sturdier than ranch-style construction that is grown up around it. This is what Mother and I had built, but that what was supposed to help people. All we wanted to do was to help. I'm pretty sure your mum, if I have to take a guess, made a deal with the Yama Queen. Just a guess. Very poetic. Now let's move. I'm done with this talking. I don't want to spend a second longer in this place. The Yellow Lotus 49er scans the horizon, his head on a swivel, full of a frantic energy that can only come from a pure terror and combat stims. Raymond doesn't move. He stands there, staring at the painted selection of wall. Tracing his gaze, you can see what he's looking at. It's faint. It's there, a fade stamp of Zhang's mechanical service logo. Even if this is a nightmare now, disparate and rotten and falling apart, he squeezes his eyes shut. It was supposed to be a good place. A safe place. Yeah, well, it isn't, and we know whose fault that is, don't we? Highs flash daggers at your adoptive father. She wears her hate like a mask. Maybe we shouldn't have sent her with her, but whatever. He looks down at her expression, yes, and that's why I have to fix it. Yang, you need to clear me a path to the sarcophagus, the sound that surrounds the fortune engine. I'll be at the center of this. Please help me fix this. I can't do it by myself. Ray, we wouldn't have brought you all a long way if we didn't want you to fix it. Of course, of course, brain handled. Yeah, because that was a 5. Thank you, Yang. You cut a path like the man said. I'll go with kindly shoulders on the B team. I'll escort Ray via side streets. Keep him safe until we can regroup. I'll get him there. You take care of yourself too, Duncan. He rolls his shoulders, cracks his neck with a pair of pops. Let's just get this done. Get there safe. Best of luck. She pauses a moment considering, which is actually kind of impossible, but because of the whole bad luck machine thing. But you know, I get you get what I mean. Break a leg. She glances back at you. Come on, Seattle. We gotta get a filthy slum to say from an evil demon god. Also, I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. Shadowrunners are a different type of people. They look at like killing a god and they're just like, well, sure, let's try this out, guys. Stop right there. Are you really gonna have petty gang wars interfere with us killing a god, buddy? A group of Yellow Lotus 99ers are holding the entrance. Their leader is a dumpy female elf with chipped teeth and a buffooned hairdo and stumbles towards you. You drop your guns and get down on the floor. She shakes her head from side to side as if trying to clear it. A pair of bloodshot eyes roll in the sockets without reason or purpose. Drop everything or we gut you like a pig. Whoops. Stand down. Stand down. We'll kindly Shang. Shang. She gestures with her wildly flamed rifle. A thin seam of blood traces from the left of her nostril down her mouth. Her time is done. We have a new queen now. Screaming intelligently, she launches towards you, her column full on behind, swinging their weapons wildly and howling for blood. Good to know, like, the Yama King has possessed people, like, forced them to become servants. What is this guy? Because he's just a standard looking guy. He is a mage. Alright. You know the rules. Geek the mage before he does anything. Okay, I can't see him looking back. That's what we like. That's a lot of damage. Is there any good cover? No, there's not really much good cover around here without moving. Wow, there's like not enough. Let's go over here. Trace rounds, nice. Got you. Who's my? Okay, so we got sniper. Okay, let's put you in your combat stance and take care of this sniper so he doesn't have much business moving around. That's what we like to see. Other rigger, get in here. Turn on your rig. And I want you to move here. Turn on the gun and deal with this. That's it. And we're gonna overwatch here. In turn. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Sniper running. Okay, cool. If we end it next turn, then it's fine. Alright then. Got you. Can you finish this guy, this girl off with your sword? Okay, that's a miss. I love that. He just gets movement when he kills things. It's so good. Jones. Yep. No one took damage. No one took damage because you always heal the last bit of damage you took after combat. So if you manage to finish combat before anyone else takes extra damage, you can just complete it. Interact. Take control of the tunnel for the turrets. Dr. Actor, any thought of this stuff? It's rudimentary, purely secured, his voice's scouting tone. Shoddy handiwork all around. To be fair, it shouldn't come as a surprise given how quickly Zhang people must have thrown this up. Now, if they were really smart, they would have initially... What I mean is, can you do something with a turret so shoot us in the face? Yes, of course. Rewiring them to unleash hell on the... Okay, cool. The triple matter wouldn't take 5 minutes. He raises an eyebrow. Would you like to do that? Yeah, do it. A few minutes later, Richter has the turrets rewired. If any Zhang security personnel shows their face, it will fire on them instead of you. You push your way forward through the piles of filth and through the narrow gaps between buildings, ducking under sewage pipes and battling ductwork. Suddenly, I could have done that myself. I don't have ground control. Suddenly, you're through it and out on the other side. A slender woman stands on the meters in front of you. An exaggerated coat hangs on her delicate frame. The hood pulls up low above her face. She's facing you, but you can't make out her features. Behind her, another woman approaches a trot. She's wearing ballistic armor and she has her weapon drawn. The insignia is emblazoned on her shoulder pad. It's familiar to you, Zhang. You there! Hey, you there! She shouts at the hooded figure, a voice full of self-importance. You heard us. Clear this area, and do it now. The inner blocks are off-limits to non-Zhang personnel. The hooded figure turns to a face approaching the guard. My apologies, I get a bit lost. I'm not really familiar with this area. Her tone is silky smooth and even, almost homotic. That's okay, but she blinks, shakes her head to clear it. Her jaw clenches, and you watch as her eyes refocus. She shoulders the weapon. Don't you try that on me. You make one more sound, and I'm going to, with a motion that's too quick to follow. The hooded figure lashes out, grabbing on Zhang's guard around her waist. Sorry. Oh no, I'm joking. And bats the startled woman's weapon away with another hand and lunges forward, sinking the teeth into her neck. A spray of oil blood fills the air and the guard's body goes limp. The hooded figure lets the security guard officer's body clump to the floor as she sweeps back her hood and grabs her lips with her handkerchief. Q Fang, pleasure to see you again. The pleasure's all mine. You're right on time, by the way. She turns the square to the embodiment of fabric in her hand and constant ball of blood in her lips. Apologies for a mess. I like It's like eating soup dumplings. The liquid winds up getting everywhere, no matter how careful you try to be. I did not expect to hear your voice again, Queen of Repulse Bay. But not since we concluded our lesson. What are you doing here? Why am I here? To help you, of course. And to bask in the misery of the walled city. She shrugs, half smiled. It's quite intoxicating, you know. The poisonous energy of this place and the being the center of all of it. I'm surprised that you can't feel it yourself. Good to see you're doing well, Kufeng. You seem being doing well. She glances down at the body and nudges it with a toe. I get by. Sorry. Oh god. Just choking on my own saliva. That's really gross. In any event, let's get down to business. I have a question for you. The thing that has arrived here, the Yama King, to us local prowlancers, what are their intentions to do with it? That depends on it. I'm willing to talk to what are your intentions? Depends on it. I'm willing to talk to the thing if that's what you're asking. I wasn't. I was wondering what your plans, whether your plans to. I was wondering whether you plan to kill a thing. Only if it makes me. She sighs. I suppose that will have to do. I will help you. The energies of your Yama King's secrets are quite delicious. I can only imagine what they'll become the more moment of a death. And okay, so she's planning to drain a Yama King. I'm betting this. Okay, this is. I made a joke about Kindred of the original quest sounding like Vampire Masquerade, but this, like Kindred. Now I'm trying to think of it like a Y clan trying to eat a Yama King. How well that's gonna end up. I can only imagine the will to become so more a moment of the death. I'm belaying you, or will you try at least? We shall see. I'm honored to have you. I'm honored to have you fight by my side. Great, sure, why not? Let's bring the bipedal leech on board. What's the worst that can happen? I am a ghoul, and despise cannibal, and yet I am not tempted to eat anyone on this team in all our time together. Kufeng will be much the same. If you cannot trust her, trust me. I have no problem running with a vampire. Let's get his party started. Very good. This is going to be fun. She claps her hands together, smiling. We got a vampire buddy! Hell yeah! Is she a bit crazy in Cantonese? Give it up now. Or, okay, cool. Let's see what this is. A leaf orc with prominent jaw stands here, growling. Her neck tattoos mark her as a red pole in the yellow lotus, and the patch on her vest deals her as the sign of lotus den. What you want and bet that's Bao's replacement looks like the type. A smaller, lankier man cowers before her, his hands clasped in position. A group of yellow and Lotus 99 is clustered around them, smirking with their weapons drawn. The triad ganger leads forward, puffing out her chest and flexing her muscles bulge. You hear me, dog? You want to live, you give me the shit. Otherwise, I'm going to rip out your fingers and shove them down your throat. Yeah, his eyes dart to the ganger before coming back to the ride on Red Bull. Please, Song. I can't give you what you're looking for. There are plenty of people in Wood City who have a lot more to steal than I. She begins to stalk forward, with each step counting down. 5, 4, 3... He raises his hands and bows his head. Look, I don't want any trouble. I got no quarrel with you. I don't have any. 2. Step forward. Leave this man alone. If Song sneers at you, her lips curling and I can smell. You know what's good? If you know what's good for you, turn around and run. You're cool. Listen. How about I give you some scratch and you can lay off the guy? We do not have the money. We do not have the money, if you say so. Walk away, woman. Don't let us see you again. What do we do? I mean, this is technically like our fixer. This is someone who works directly for our fixer, so we could get screwed over. Or I'm going. Don't. I don't believe it. God damn it. I wish I had the new yen. Never mind. Let's get moving. They don't deserve to die. The guy is still alive at the end of the day. Your comlink buzzes. It's Raymond, still alive. Yang, is that you? Your status? Your mother set up a corridor around the inner wall. See, we're just getting through it. Condor, oh my, how did you get through? You don't want to know. That's outside. Too much loss of life because of me. It was unfortunate but unavoidable. Please, Yang, try and avoid more casualties. You need to be careful. You're near the draw of the fortune engine. The worst actual disruptions will become, and make sure you allow you reach. The call cuts out. A little unprominent moment to disconnect. Let's hope that Raymond tried to share isn't vital in our plan going forward. We can't do anything about losing touch. Gachu shifts his way. At this point, the only thing we can do is move forward. Lead the way, Eugene. The walled city mid-ring stands before you. It looks even worse than when you trek through it. A jumbled nightmare of crumbling buildings, exposed wire, a terrible sense of deja vu washes over you. You can put one foot in front of you and press further inside. Okay, people live here, alright. Oh yeah, we turned on the turrets, didn't we? What's down here first off? Okay, hey buddy! Ow! Okay, can we kill this in one turn? Let's find out. That was very rude of you, you giant evil spirit from hell. Got you, just finish yourself for a sword strike. Okay, how was... Yep, cool. Okay, cool. Demons from the 10,000 hells or horrors are seeping through. God, do I wish I had a good gauntlet to kill them. And there's an evil cult! Fun! The crowd is frenzied. They're shouting, screaming at Zhang's security forces, officers who block their progress. A dead body lies in a rapid pool of expanding blood at their feet. We've already shot one of these poor bastards. Any second now, they're going to open fire on the rest of us. I've seen enough riots to know that they always end in the same way. Ku Fang shoots back with plants. Zhang's security arrived here in force about an hour ago. I've been concording off the street and pushing people out ever since. It looks like they're trying to take control of the inner walls, but despite the desperate poor have them outnumbered in 1,000 to 1. The inevitable massacre should begin any second now. The crowd surges forward, and a burst of gunfire pushes them back. Back away! Back the fuck away! The muzzle of his gun dips and weaves as he barks out orders. Those in front of the crowd try to backpedal, only to run up against those surging forward from the back. I'm warning you, clear the area now. Please, this is our home. Our families are still inside. This is for your own good. We are here to protect you. He gestures wildly, spittle flying from his mouth. You can't be here. Back away. This is your last warning. Try to intervene. As you raise your weapon, the Sand Captain empties a magazine into the crowd. Oh god. I'm trying. Ooh, flip. Wish I brought Duncan, dear god, that's a lot of damage to everybody. Because Duncan has a unique thing where he can throw grenades back. It's very good. Oh god. Oh my god, actually, that was a pretty bad miss. That's bad. Okay, my brain is kind of thinking about how do I handle this a bit. She works with biting and punching. Alright. People running away, fair enough. As I am thinking, I don't know how long this dungeon is, and I'm gonna try and get this last bit of the game done. I know we got like an hour and 20 minutes, which should be enough. Cool. Nice. We did that in one round. That's good. And we got an explosive detonator. Okay, that's useful. Okay, that's the place where we need to be. And that's a lot. Hello, spirit! Oh, why run away from me? And it disappeared. It ran away. You hear muffled sounds of shouting coming from the rest, multiple voices calling out for something. You can't make it out what they're saying, but they sound like they're in a panic. Good, another one of those things. Can't say I'm thrilled at the prospect of wading through deep into their territory. I have concerns is what I'm saying. Tell you what, next time we see something like we gotta push forward. It's not like we have much of a choice. Okay, cool. The game really zoomed in. Okay, cool. So what's happening up here? Can we even get past? No, we can't. Whoops. A pack of wild-eyed civilians are trapped behind a makeshift barricade. You can hear them speaking maddeningly through slurred words and strange noises mixed together into an integral stew. Some appear to be crying, others clearing the wounded. A group of SANG officers surround the gibbering civilians. They're clearly agitated, some wild-eyed as people they're escorting. Their body language takes you back to the corporate prison. The years that you spent incarcerated there. This is something like when the guards were about to remove an inmate from the gene pool. Penned up as they were, the civilians are helpless to fight back. Unless someone lets them out of their cage, they're as good as dead. We can't go in, Eugene. Not unless you're actively looking to get hurt. She waves a hand in the direction of the crowd of civilians. I've dealt with these people. They're not in the right head. Then what do you suggest? We leave. These people are not a threat to us, just as much as those officers to them. Sigh, but if you set on helping them, I suppose you could use a fuse box over there to blow the barricade. Who knows? Maybe we'll distract the officers or something. Take a closer look at explosives. You scan an area. It appears to be some way forward. Although the barricade the barricade, and with the SANG officer closing in, you need to make a decision fast. You spot two detonator charges. One rigged in the barricade, the other side rigged on the bridge. If you look through blasting your way through, will also destroy the ones on your only known avenue of retreat. If you do this, you could wind up stuck here. Approach the fuse box and destroy the barricade. Fuse box looks like it's hooked up to the bridge and the barricade in front of you. If you activate this, it will destroy the bridge, preventing you from going back. It will also destroy the barricade so that you can move forward. The explosion is deafening. Waves of concern crashes in from both sides of a bridge. As the barricade disappears in the ghost of forgotten flame, you stagger, and the civilians on the other side will all do the same. The SANG security troops that were gathered there are threatened and barely manage to stand the ground. Despise it, damn it. Get back or open fire. The SANG guards' voices roll panic. This is your last warning. The crowd moves as one, lurching forward. Manic grins on their face. The leader, a skeleton of a man in his early 20s, allows his lips to part. He doesn't have a tooth in his head. The body is missing. The security force stand their ground as the screaming masses charge them. They open fire. Oh my god, can they stop doing that? Oh my god, this is really annoying of a way to set stuff up. Because, like, what are you meant to do? Because this is how the game's programmed. Kind of frustrated by that, I'm not gonna lie, because that just seems... Okay, these are all crazy people, man, damn it. Oh, damn it. I wish there was a better way sometimes. Okay, cool. That didn't mean getting nowhere. Alright, cool. That was pretty pointless. Okay, cool. Great, now we're all injured because of stupid how the grenades in this game work. Oh. It just bothers me because it's like I had no control over where they decided to drop my character in. And the AI will always go after grenades if people are bunched up together. So it felt unfair in that sense. Ow. Okay, they will attack us by being on a different side. Okay, kill my hands. Damn it, this is a bit of a pain. They're all physical adepts. Alright, cool. Oh, 14 damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, we just missed both those shots. Fun times. It's 272% shots. Oh my god, we just keep missing those shots. That's just a bit of a pain. Turn. Are they still? Yeah, they're still on fire to us. Okay, cool. We need to get rid of these guys. Hopefully, without wasting too much resources. Oh god, that's just no. What the hell? I had the power clip. Okay, apparently I could just punch this guy out. That's a bit weird. Apparently we can just knock them out. Cool. Oh, wait. Hang on. I need to see something, because apparently it said that we can't go... I need to go... I want to see what's down there. I don't know why it was... Oh, okay, flip. They got back up. Okay, cool. I get it. Do they just keep getting back up? Is that it? Let's go see what goes through this one. Because these people don't really do too much damage to us. Ah, nah, alright. It doesn't seem like we can actually go through this door. Does it? I don't know. Okay, cool. It doesn't seem like we can go through that door, so let's get this person out. Okay, cool. Just one person needs to enter. Alright. You've been walking through the streets for what feels like hours, picking your way through the catastrophe allies of the inner walled city. It feels like you're elevating a war zone. Dead bodies litter the gutters. Some of them have been gutted by gunfire. Others have suffered stranger, more terrible wounds. The rattle of the stunted guards automatically weapons firing in your ears, imaginable with the faint screams of agony and terror. Gatchu falls in line beside you, wincing. Every step we take, the actual pollution of this place grows stronger. A difficult, awful walk, even for me. We have a chance to fix this, or at least keep it from getting worse. Right, we have to keep moving. After all, we can't keep a mere Avalon demigod waiting. Ahead of you, you see a cluster of Zhang's security personnel. They look like they're embroiled in some sort of argument. They don't seem to have noticed you sharp. Watch and wait. As you watch, you see the officers lose his cool, start shouting, "She's here for us. I've seen her in my dreams." What is here? I don't know what you're talking about, damn it. The security officer lurches forward, his partner, eyes are bulging. His body language makes it clear that a wounded animal, panicked, terrified, ready to lash out anything remaining. He's shaking his head like a wet dog, focusing on the woman beside him. "I know how to keep her safe. I saw how to do it." She reaches open an object and clips it from his belt. "Open your mouth? You're crazy, man. Keep away from me. I mean it." She backpedals, reaching for her weapon, and shouts for a third guest. "God, get back up. Who's gone insane?" Without a word, the third guard takes off running. As if cue, the ranged security guard takes another step forward. "This is the best, Yang. Trust me. I'll do you first, then I'll do me." Light shines on the black iron. He holds up a Moi tool, clenching his hand. You can see that he's configured it into a set of tires. By the time we're done, she won't be able to hurt us anymore. With a fury of motion, the man with pliers lunges for a companion. She drops into a flying stance and meets him head on. And of course he comes to us. Wow, those people are just all close, it seems. Please gained over through frozen up. Oh no. Okay, cool. It hadn't frozen up, nice. Ooh, flipping out. Oh my god, that hurt. That hurt. Alright. Let's get Huge in somewhere else because she's very much injured. I'm in control mode apparently already. I should have. Oh my god, 30% chance. I'm still missing. Love this game. Love this game. Let's get rid of this guy. God damn it. Oh, that's good. That's a good enough chunk of damage. Let's get behind here. Let's get the drone up here. Wow, cool. Damn, I didn't notice how weird his drone looks now with the upgrades. That's what we want, AP damage, so he can't do anything, so we can just pick him off next round. Like that. Apparently there's an enemy in here, or is this just like the fact that we're in like a dungeon, literally in a dungeon now? Oof, look at now. Okay, cool, there's a mage up ahead it seems. Okay, goblets flying on air, that's a bit weird. I should have attacked it, to be fair. Whoopsie daisy. More sanctuary up ahead, but these ones seem different. They're outlined in heavy armor, carrying heavy artillery. They look like they just addled as everyone else you've seen is deep in the slum, though they're holding their weapons leveled at the doorway in the inner walled city. Goblet whispers to you, great, more heavily armored nutjobs. What are they? You hear a defiant crash from the direction of the walled city. The noise is flowing through an alien piping, sounding unlike anything you've ever heard. As the sound of it, the Sang troops start screaming, their faces have gone in grey as ash. You catch a glimpse of something moving towards you, something fast as it seems like it's defying gravity as it runs. You hear a split second of processing this new information before the gunfire starts. Oh god, I got so many people. Okay, cool, we're getting horrors coming down. Those are some cool looking enemy designs. Oh my god, that was a 90% chance to hit and you just missed it. The only downside to long-term battles with like 2 drones and stuff is people get spread out fairly quickly. Ow, that's a lot of damage. Please focus on the abstract horrors from beyond reality, guys, for a bit now. Pretty sure we can take those guys, but they are kind of freaky. They got magic, which just missed. Did quite a bit of damage. Doesn't one shot, so even with a crit, that'd be good. Again, let's just get moving upwards. Dead, that's good. Missed on that one. Missed again. Alright. It's pretty bad. Let's just get my drone forward so we can start doing stuff with it. Flipping hell, that's actually a lot of damage. We probably want to heal that next turn. If he doesn't take any more damage, good, that's a miss. Is this Rigger really running up to abstract horrors? Alright, cool, man, I respect your bravery. Bit of an idiotic move, if I do say so myself, but like... Felt like so much. Cool, get behind here. Dead. Right, cool. Heal. Can't summon something from that? Damn, alright. Miss on that one. Let's take Got you down here. God damn this. That's good. Finally get some damage there. Let's get rid of another one. Cool. Okay, harming the drone, that's fine. God, guy is punching abstract horrors, what the hell? surprised about his death, but like, you know, kind of cool. Come on, just get a hit. 60% chance. Oh my gosh. Cool, that's all we needed, because I want these guys to start focusing on these guys. I want our melee combatants to start focusing on the horrors. Let's just get in here because I'm a little decker and I can't really do much around here. That's not great. Missed that spell. Not great. Oh, flip. That damaged their guys as well, it seems. Ow. Ow! Flippin' hell. They just kind of ripped through Gachu. He's almost dead. That's not great. And healing is off turn as well. What a lovely day. Of course. Start moving drones up because they're really good supports for this. Whoopsie daisy, did not mean to. Oh my god. Ooh, flipping out. Okay, cool. I can't steal these creatures. Which is a shame, because they are technically spirits. What's this one gonna do? What's this one gonna do? They're gonna run away? Miss? Okay, that's all we needed it to do. Just needed to miss. Got you. Finish this one off, can you? Nope, you missed twice, but that's fine, because, you know, you got a lot of backup here. Yep. Oh, combat's still not over? Oh my god. Gachu should have a get up kit if he goes down. And I'm just gonna hope everyone goes through the door if I send in one person. That'd be good. That'd be good. That happened last time, so let's see. Oh god, even more tunnels. Send in the drones furthest. As you pass into the hallway, Kufeng brushes alongside you. I'm afraid we're going to have to part ways here, Hyujin. She shudders. The negative energy of this place is a little grown strong to my liking. You can't quit on me, Lao. You promised to help me with this. Yes, well, this seems like a good idea when I said it, but truth be told, I'm getting a bit too much from it. I really like it a lot better when I'm the only all-powerful monster queen in the building. Where's your sense of adventure? I'm sorry if my decision disappoints you, but at the end of the day, I really don't have a horse in this race. Why should I care if kind you wants to rule a filthy slum? It's no skin off my back. I've got a repulsed bay to look after. In any case, this has been most educational experience. Thank you for letting me be part of it. She curtsies Dominion. Goodbye, Shadowrunner. Good luck for now. Ah, thank you, Kufeng. You're a cool companion for a little while, and good muscle. Okay, flipping out, what the hell is happening over here? We have so many people, this is like insane. You got like a heal symbol? Is this just a place where we can heal up and talk for like the final fight or something? My drone. I don't know what's happening. It says enemy turn, but that's a neutral color. In the clearance ahead, you find a sobbing middle-aged man amidst a pile of bodies. He's dressed in sheep's suit, a bright yellow tie, and the fabric has been smeared with blood. He takes notice of you and recoils. "Leave me alone, go away!" As he tries to pull away, his mouth drops open and you can see he's missing at least half of his teeth. "You can't let them find me. You can't let her catch me. You have to hide from here, from her." You slowly and methodically begins to claw his own eyes. "Can't get free. Can't get clean. When my eyes close, I see them twitching, shaking like broken things." He reaches together a bloodstained finger. "Please, please help me." Something scrambled his brains. Might be the clan Ye or his servants, or maybe it's just the stress. Either way, there isn't much we can do. I think I've seen the things that you're talking about. The crescent-shaped shed twitching movements. He nods, sharing his through his red streaking eyes, drooling fire and pissing blood, bodies like the gums of the huge animal, teeth thrusting out of the pink flesh, and thorns arising, shaking, terrible, with their horns a horrible smile. His entire body begins to tremble. He doubles over, clutching his head, sobbing. The tears sprout down the mangled corpse of his feet. "We better get moving, Sal. We need to stop this before things drive us as crazy as he is." "What happened to your mouth?" "We all did. Tried to keep it away from us, just like the stories. The eyes were. It didn't work. I don't have the courage to cut out my own tongue." "What's with all the bodies?" "They came for us. Terrible things." He started singing. "I had to do it. They were making too much noise. I didn't have a choice." "Who are you?" "Satu, Zhao Si. My name is Zhao Si. The best way that we can help you is to stop all of this." He stops comprehensively. Oh god, I wish I didn't have to deal with the whole like turn movement, because it's really bad in this type of like section. Can I turn off the? No, I can't turn off. Because it's like really annoying. Allows some more normal movement in this. It stops weirdly fading out that way. Let's see if we can just move on with my drone. That might be better. The sound of a typhoon hammering down outside is nearly drowned out by the noise of the exclusive feeling of their ordeal. The smell of fear, body fluids, and thrums of heavy bass know existential doom. You pause for a moment, the eye of the hurricane. Ahead, three cancerous core walls of the sea and concentrated fortune engine awaits. We still have not heard from your foster father. Perhaps he is dead. I don't think so. Good. I would rather not have a showdown with a demon goddess. Shutting down the machine sounds much easier. Let's continue clearing the path. Make it easier for him to follow. Oh my god, this is gonna take a while, because this is... Why just don't allow us to move normally? Because that would give us a heal? I wouldn't mind heal, but hey. Can't get actually food. Okay, it needs to actually be a flesh and blood person to do it, so gotta choose our best bet. What time? Oh, we gotta do it individually. Oh, okay, cool. Confirmed. Oh, that's a pain. That's a real pain. Hang on, let's turn off follow. We're gonna go follow mode because that gives him more movement. Same with Hyujin, because that's a really pain. Well then, this is a little bit of a pain, but hey, we'll be able to do it, hopefully. I don't know what's coming up next. I don't know if I've even made the right choices while going through the city. Those people were insane and injured, and we went with helping them, but we may have cut off our retreat back. I don't know if it's in like this way so you can like actually heal up or not. I have not entered the Heartvoid Sea. Let's go into the depths. Oh no, the game's loading something big. The deafening rattle of the machine gun fire fills the air behind you, and the metallic tang of blood cuts through the stench of garbage. You press forward, wading through block after block of insanity, chaos, and death. All around you, all seas descending into a churning cauldron of depravity and violence. The comms are no use. You've tried several times with a still no word from B-Team, no sign of Raymond or kindly Sheng's triad soldiers. Finally, you reach the center of the hellhole, an industrial hatch with a door ajar. This is the place where Raymond Black built the infernal machine. The threshold across which Kuai, the queen of the thousand teeth, clawed her way into this world. Alright, let's do this. Oh, we got Ikama. The walls here are so thick, steel reinforced. Braids of thick cable run across the floor. Computer equipment, now hopelessly out of date, attends every elevated surface. Something in the distance is calling for you. It's faint, but you can feel it. A bone shrinking from of an enormous machine. Guard points out the Silas Lazim world. Prosperity. Looks like this is a place. Her usual carefree expression is nowhere to be found. She bites her lip and you can see she's sweating. I don't like it here. Brad doesn't like it here. But I guess the fortune engine is somewhere ahead, right? The machine. We find the machine, screw it until Raymond rise. Simple enough. The machine lies ahead, yes. But so does our quarry. I can smell it. The stench of something from another place. He loosens the blade from its side. The red lacerated scrap shimmers the irregular light. Let's advance and meet the Yama King head on. I will paint the walls with her blood. Got you, damn man. I appreciate you got a fighting god spirit. I appreciate that. Okay, this looks like the machine itself. Yeah, alright. I'm guessing behind this door. Okay, no, there's a spirit summoning here. Let's have a little look around. Let's get the lay of what's going to be happening around here. Okay, nothing more down there. Alright, alright, alright. Time to go see. I don't know if there's like a... I'm guessing there's going to be a combat in here. The door has been sealed. Looks like it's been shut for a while. Gotta get this door somehow open somehow. Pick up. Okay, we have medkit pickups all around. That's good to know. That's not an ominous sign. There's the terminal. Let's see if we can get a health. Is there a health kit pickup here? Yes, there is. We're so close to the end. I don't have a get up. Oh my god. And that gives our drones plus... Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I didn't apparently trade. Whoopsie daisy, this is going to be down. If I go down, that's really bad. I don't have a way of getting myself back up, so someone's going to have to pick me back up. I'm probably going to... Oh wait, there's another thing here. No, okay, there's nothing in that one. Terminal, time to do this. The terminal winks to life as you approach. It's still drawing power, promising. His gaze across the screen. The terminal isn't password locked. The display looks corrupted, but I think it might still be unusable. As long as we open the door with it, we're good. We don't need it for anything else. We use the terminal. Let's find out. Corrupted. Attempt to open the door with fortune in your test table. Here goes nothing. You select the command for door controls to the computer menu, and the command opens them. The screen flickers, then goes dark. Unfortunate. Perhaps it's an issue mechanically. I can take a look. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a wave of nausea grabs you by the gut and twists you. You double over, then fade. Rector turns to face you, wincing. What was... As you straighten, you can feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. A buzz of sensation washes over you, drowning out your companion's words and filling your head with white static noise. In the center of the room, something blossoms into this world. Hello there! The figure from your dreams looms over, enormous and alien. The creature is beautiful and terrifying in equal measure. A thing of bellowing silk and carved ivory. Kuai stands there, still as a statue, peering down as you take it behind a mask of sculpted gold. Smaller spirits take up position around her, bowing their head in defense. Well, her hands tighten on the weapon, the color drains from her cheeks. Shit. Stay calm, we can handle this. Slowly, with a broad lunged motion, Krian's body begins to shift. The crescent-shaped ivory horns that crown her head cut through the light as she moves, casting strange shadows on the wall behind her. You are here. The voice pours from the beginning behind the thing's mask, indescribably beautiful. The tones are high and musical, and seems to hang in the air long after she finishes speaking. You have come for us. The chorus of the corners of the room, the corners of the room, servitor creatures echo their queen's words. They grab sounds piping through gasps of their enameled, carved carapaces. Come to us. We called you from across the breadth of space and time, and now you are here, standing before us, just as you were meant to be. You're not a god or a queen, Kwae. You're nothing but a glorified parasite. The thing begins to crack its body, shudders as the laughter peels out of it. That meant the meat presumes to lecture us, spew its ignorance like bile. Watch your tongue, slave thing. You'll twist it around our finger, slave thing. The Yama King spread its arms, moving in a full malevolent grace. You belong here with us, little puppet, in our court and in our ladder, now and for all time. I'm not your slave, in fact, You're not a queen. Let's see where this goes. I'm not a slave, in fact, I'm here to make a deal with you. She blinks. Wait, what? Okay, maybe we went around the wrong path. The queen with 1,000 teeth lowers her head, contrasts. Her innocent veil ripples like a silk as she moves. Such a thing can be arranged. Perhaps, if you are worthy. I am. Okay, maybe I've gone down the wrong path. Maybe I need to reload. The cranium grows parts as she arisen at form. Your mind rebels against the alien biology that you see beneath. Wet, glistening, a current friend, a meld. The carrion makes up the Yama King's body. Well, we'll be the judge of your worthy, slave thing. Determine whether you are not better suited in our court or in our stomach. We shall test you. How do I prove myself worthy? The reply is simple. The musical tones of the Yama King's voice are high-pitched and giddy. You only endure. It opens its mouth and offers you a chisel-like teeth protruding from its flesh. Saliva glints on its bone-white enamel. All around you, the glimmering of the queen's servitors grow into a fever pitch. Rector stares at the creature, his jaw hung in awe. Magnificent, absolutely magnificent. The queen with 1,000 teeth lowers her head, and the unnatural thing, the thick air is rank and cold. Waves of nausea wash over your stomach as a foul wind slides down you like mud. You will be tested, meats. If you found wanting, we will rip your nerves out of your root and gouge ourselves on your flesh. Her musical voice builds to a crescendo, crashing in like a sledgehammer. Prove yourself to us, meat. Prove yourself will serve us forever. Huh, alright. My plan for this is to see if we can actually, like, you know, beat her down. See if we can, like, actually get her to, okay, like, see if we can actually do the whole convince move to get her out of our reality. Because that seems like a good idea. Can we just shoot the gun? I mean, alright. Cover is a pain. Heal yourself up, buddy. You have some of the best movement out of all us, so I want you to go down here and deal with the one down there. God, there's not a lot of good places to carry up as a rigger in this mission. Did not mean to go into close combat with that thing, just that was a mistake. Missed that point blank range. Okay, cool. Missed. Oh, let's see how this goes. Not gonna lie, a bit nervous. But if I know anything, we can shuffle this flame. I got you. Can you actually get that? Yes, you can. Hell yeah. That should make you easy to hit. Yes. Let's just attack the actual god itself. Damn, we killed a god in one round. Alright. Alright. She's not dead, but like, you know. Honestly, did not expect that. Got rid of the biggest friend. Alright, time to start clearing up. Let's go here. I was saving this for this occasion. Maybe not the best summon. Can't re-summon anything else while we're doing this. Got you. You're down here, aren't you? That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's damn. This mission is. Okay, cool. The robot is very close to death, and we're going to need to do something about that. which he can do something about, because he's got another gun which can heal his robot form. Let's go to this ghost. Confirm. And then you can just go there. No, this one's really bad. Sadly, he had a much cool. Those ghosts were much cooler in their actual mission. My drone is a bit far away from everything, sadly. Got you. Let's steal this one. Cool. Then let's run him back up. Oh my god. Insane. Wow, that's it? Okay, cool. That one's dead. That one's hit. I don't think this one. Ah, I got something. Let's see here. As you watch Quinn Yan's blast marked and broken body begins to reform, her growing knit itself back together, the black blood wrinkling on the floor. Slowly, terribly, she begins to laugh. You cannot kill us, meat. You have not seen us. Her voice is filled with mockery. This form is but a shadow, a droplet of divine essence filtering through a keyhole. Gatchu's milky eye sweeps across the room, his lips curl in a frown. She speaks the truth after a fashion. The crumpled thing is not quite yea, any more than the servitors our spirits are. They are small fragments of a single whole. The corpse eater sees. He glimpses what we really are. Were you to behold our magnificence, your mind would wring itself to pulp. To crumpled form of Quinian rights itself, beginning to rise. You will see, slave thing. We will show you a world not meant for mortal eyes. You will see. Okay, do we have like a second phase? Okay, it seems like we have a second phase. Good thing she opens the door for us. Oh, that's a lot of big, more nasty things there. Like a very big, nasty thing. That's a very cool look, though. It's a very cool look. Can I even use... Okay, cool. I can use it on the Fang Behemoth. Sure, why not? Those things are way out of range, but... This isn't. And she can take damage. Might just be mocking a god at this point by getting a demon rat to bite it, but I don't mind that. Okay, got you. What stance are you? Heaven stance, because we're gonna... Okay, get back here. Turn on your drone, because hey, you know, we need all the help we can get. Okay, it's healed by services. Okay, cool. Oh, they do is a lot of damage as well. Okay, so we gotta kill the things around it, it seems. Ah, flip. Okay, Okay, I didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. Okay, cool, wow. Okay, cool, it is that distance. Where's the demon rat? Let's do this. Let's have the... Just bite at this thing's ankles. Just bite at its ankles. Whoops, no. Oh, no. That was a mistake. Get behind the pole. Gobber. That's dead. Let's deal with this one. Oh my god, that just... Okay, herb rat. Alright, thank god. Oh, damn it. Got you still. Nice. Cool. One down. Cancel. Let's see if we can take out this bad boy now. Once we do, we should be able to harm the queen without much issue. Damn it. But that was 3 misses we did not really need. Gobber has 2. Alright, Okay, cool, that's not... We're just gonna heal him up. Just do that for future prosperity. End turn. Haha, funny. Perfect. Okay, wow, she did a number on us there, but Gobbert's so far fine. One more hit, and that's all I need. One more hit, please, game. Oh my god, please just give me this one hit. Let's see if we can hit with the impossible. Cool, dead now. Got you. You're in heaven stance. Let's do this. It's time to start fighting a god. Oh, flipping hell, I did a lot. Okay, basic form again. Wow. Remember, if you go down, you can just... Okay, let's use this. 1 damage, not much. She doesn't have a med kit herself. Can she heal? Let's heal herself up. Oh, well, yeah, 8, because she did multi-attacks. That's unfair. Multi-attacks suck. Multi-attacks suck really much because of that, because like healing won't actually heal as much as they possibly could. That's a great miss. Got you. Let's do this. Hector has a gun. Okay, we've almost taken out. Is he doubled over now? We can save him next time. Okay, cool, he is. We can easily just get Gobber to do this, and we should be able to kill her this time, hopefully. Hopefully. Let's see. Ooh, unloaded into a god. She's still up, but trace rounds. We did it, hell yeah. Oh my god. Drones versus an ancient god. As a Yama King body collapses, a crackling sound fills through the air. Once again, her broken body begins to knit itself back together. The flow of black ichor from many of her wounds, slows to a stop as stops as rivulet, the vicious fluid snaking its way back into holes and ruptured for its poured from. Projection on top of projection, all those aspects of our divine being shed as easily as a lizard sheds its tail. Her voice is right with mockery. You cannot harm us, meat, but you have amused us. Quinn Yan halts, her crowned head cocks to one side. Perhaps you are worthy of an audience after all. Her voice trails off, her head tilts upward. From behind you can hear the pounding sound of approaching footsteps. Hey guys, glad you can make it. As he falls open into position behind you, drunken jaw drops. Raymond Black steps forward, an expression of grim determination on his face. Oh shit, she's real. He does his best way to stand ground as Kurian turns his face, his voice soft with awe and terror. I did this. I brought this creature here. He speaks with a grim tone of a man on his way through the gallows. His complexion is gone as grey as ash. My fault, my responsibility. The Queen with 1,000 teeth crackles with glee. It returns to us, the tunnel builder, the architect of my ascension. Ascension. The creature leans forward to Raymond, its spidery fingers weaving hypnotically through the robes, bellowing out like a ball of a jellyfish, a pulse organic with rhythm of a heartbeat. You will have a special place in our court, builder. You will stand by our side, exalted for all time, a living token of unending rule and an undying symbol of the folly of man. I have been a fool, yes. His hands clench with his fists, so tight that his knuckles go white, the skin on his face flushed with the effort of fighting through the stamina, jumbled words. A great fool, but I will not be your slave. I will stop you. The Queen with 1,000 teeth leans forward, her movement full of alien grace, gasping present of her mouth pass of glistening time, and as you can see raw rows upon fangs, they run down her throat, overlapping with blistering forests of glistening shaped enamel. I own the audience with you, Queen. This man did not. She steeps her fingers forward. Their hardened tip chalks against one another with a sound like grinding teeth. You are bold meat, as you are correct. We did not break our promises, and you've earned such a modicum of respect. Quinion turns her full attention back to you and smiles. You can feel it deep within her gut. It tunnels into you like a lippery, leaves you feeling empty and cold. In truth, you amuse me. Your presence in the face of inevitably is a please to behold. And so, we have decided to grant you a rare honor. We'll offer you a deal. Go on then, I'm listening. Our terms are simple. We want you to leave. Leave this cowl here to our fate. Forget about them. Acknowledge that they are ours, and then think of them no more. She gestures towards the door that you came in from. Leave the walled city now and do not return. Accept what is our domain, and now and furthermore. In exchange, we will grant you 14 years of good fortune. Your every wish will be fulfilled, your every desire, a charmed life from the moment you leave to the day our deal pleases. You can do this? The Yama King crackles. With a wave of our hand, we have the sum of waters of fortune since the beginning of time. It's a trivial matter to divert them. So, will you accept? Will you take the deal? No, but I do have Not yet. I have a question for you first. She inclines her head. You may ask, but not try our patience. Trifle with us would be a terrible mistake. I've done my research. There are other Yama Kings, aren't there? Thousands, each unique in all the multiverse, each an inevitable form of life. You are one of many, meat, unchangeable with others of our kind. We and our brethren are solidarity, sovereign beings, demigod amongst beasts of the field. What do you tend to do with the people you take over here? What do you tend to do with the people of the Walled City if you take over here? Can't be planned to enslave them all. What a queen would do, we intend to rule them. Some of them will be pleased pressed into our service within the core, others will be livestock. Most of will live out lives as if nothing had changed. So you're going to keep this place as hellish as it is right now. Good to know. The Walled City will always be hell of some form or another. The builders, tunnel machines saw to that. This site is cursed, now and for all time. Our rule cannot change the unchangeable. I'd like to know more about the spirits that serve you. Our servitors are not spirits, meat. They are not in the way you think. They are cells of our body, practicals of our own divine being, manifest into flesh to serve us. So you're saying that you and your servitors are all part of the same thing. There is no I. There is no servants. We are all that there is. If you're as powerful as you say you are, why are you offering me this deal? Because we want to see what you do with it. The ultimate reward dangles above your head, and you can pluck it like a peach if you wish. We are curious to see if you will. I'm still making my mind up about that. Decide quickly. I grow tired of answering your questions. My curiosity is satisfied, Queen. Then give us your decision. Be quick about it, meat. There is an amusing diversion, but our patience runs thin. I've heard your deal, and I have a counter-proposal for you. Goblet brows furrows. She looks unpleasant and uneasy. She crouches slightly, dropping into a readied stance. Quinion leans forward. Her face folds open into a hideous smile. A counter-proposal, you say? How amusing. Out with it, then, meat. Tell us what you would have of us. You're going to return to the place that you came from and close the door behind you. She crackles, a long malicious laugh. And tell us, slave thing, why would you do such a thing? What do you have to offer? Hang on, I don't know which one's good for this. Well, I won't kill you for one, I should. Your life. I know how to tear the tunnel that connects our two worlds open. The Yarma King lolls pauses. A low growl emanates from the Yarma King's throat. You would destroy yourself, me. Condemn every soul living in the city to unending torment. Goblet raises an eyebrow. Seattle? The Queen with the thousand teeth tilts her eyes ahead. Sorry, I know I haven't been reading out that greatly. I'm kind of just shaking with how this is so interesting, and I really hope I got it correct. The Queen with 1,000 teeth tilts her eyeless head, growling at you. Her voice grows low and dangerous. Your ultimatum is meaningless, meat. Open the tunnel would not destroy us. It wouldn't even hurt us. You will take our offer, or you will die. There is no choice. I know that. I know that opening the tunnel wouldn't hurt you, Queen, but I also know that it would let the other Yarma Kings through. The Yarma King doesn't respond, not audibly. The miasma there seems to be thickened. It grabs you by the gut and twists. Goblet grinds her teeth. It's got to her too. The eyes flash daggers at you. Why the hell would you want to do that? Why? Oh, it's Goblet saying it. It's a bit weird. Because she's been keeping them out. She wants the Walled City to herself. And we will have it. Kuan Yu's voice raises, shivering. This place is ours. Leave it or be destroyed. If it were that easy, you'd have it done already. Quinion stands still, statue still, looming over you like a colossal. Saliva dropping from the ridges and folds of her body. Waves of hate rolling off her was almost palpable. I've heard what you Yarma Kings do to one another when they're angry. The story of the Nameless King, I'm betting that there's some truth to it. A low rumble emanates from the sound of Quinion's chest. Her malicious voice grows louder. You would be condemning yourself to an eternity of torment. My brethren would not permit you to leave this place alive. You're going to destroy me anyway, right? So what do I have to lose? She's right. From our perspective, there isn't much difference between 100 demon gods ruling Walled City and 100. The place is doomed either way. So I've made a decision. If she doesn't go through with this, I will. You need to get you need to go back where you came from, or I'll choke over on the machine and you'll die with us. There's a long pause. Cranium cricks ahead, coldly evaluating you. A low rumble escapes her throat. And what of our core, the slave things that have already been taken into our service? We must be allowed to keep them. If we are to retreat into the tunnel, they must come with us as well. But, oh wait, this is it. You are entitled to nothing. By asking, you've already conceded defeat. I know your laws, Queen. I will hold you to them. The low rumble fills the chamber. Quenion's hideous face contorts in a mask of rage, but she seems incapable of harming you. The servitor creatures that surround her kneel in adolescence. They look confused and frightened. How did you know? The music in her voice has gone flat. You watch the muscles of her throat bulge and soundly barely escapes her. You'll spend the rest of your years, you'll spend the rest of your eternity wondering. She slowly, grunting, the Queen of the Thousand Teeth bows her head. Her jaw is clenched with breath that comes in raspy breaths. We shall go back into the tunnel as we agreed. We will leave the slave things behind. We are bound to obey. Holy shit, Seattle, it works. Moving against her will, Cranion traces the oriental signal in the air. It hangs for a moment, shimmering. The sky tears open.
Remember the day
oh,
we
God.
talking off the streets?
Still don't have
I told
subtitles.
you that the past is just a story. That if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. But we do what we need to do, to live with it, to live with ourselves. Either way, it's over now. I have you to thank for that.
Damn. You lead Raymond out of the Prosperity Chamber and are instantly caught up with a wave of refugees fleeing for their lives. Struggling through a panic wave of humanity, you are recognizing the steps and eventually reach Healy. Though the typhoon has passed, the scene of wet and chaotic, the new homeless crowd streets, dazed, wandering, searching for missing loved ones and nursing injuries. Relief workers are already on the scene, providing buckets of aid. Rescue personnel carry the stunned and wounded to safety. The entire area has been condemned off by the HKPF, while Knight Errant officers and military peacekeepers forced to attempt to maintain order. Oh, God. You emerge from Kaloon's walled sea, the bustle of activity, refugees huddling together, staring back at the lost home, government troops deployed, the armored personnel carries, news vans setting up remote camera feeds while reporters scramble to find the right angle to broadcast. There's a static, with the threat of potential violence as panicking peacekeepers eye the crowd of evacuating poor. Robert's eyes dart to fugitives as she turns her head back towards the shelters. This place is hot, the cops are swarming, and their APB is still out on us. Let's head to the boat, sneaky-like. Sounds good. It's gonna take a year's worth of showers to wash up the experience off me. Isabel lifts her nose towards a reporter from someone interviewing someone from Ward C. It looks like we get to see a man on the street interviewed on our way. The press seems to have their hooks in someone, hoping for a soundbite. The reporter wears a look of earnest concern, the coat of cheap decorum. And this is when you started running. It was bad there. Shooting, screaming, I was terrified. And what was the cause of this, sir? Why were people flooding out of Walled City, injured and disoriented? The man stares at the scene around him, bewildered. It It's like everything is said. Some sort of chemical leak, a drug explosion or something, caused mass hallucinations. The reporter turns to the camera and pretends to check his notes. There you have it, Sonny. Our third report of mass hallucinations and violence caused by an explosion in an illegal drug lab. And while reporters remain sketchy, it appears that street crime is again on the rise. He half turns and sweeps his arms from the scene. As you can see, it's still turmoil and confusion as the police and excellent council peacemakers respond to an emergency situation, attempting to maintain order. But in all this chaos, in the maze of poverty that is Kowloon's World City, we will never know what really happened in the city. Back to you, studio, Sonny. The light of the camera crew goes off, and the reporter drops into the facade. He ignores the bed-wrangled man beside him and begins to pick up his equipment. After a moment, he scores you and turns to you and scowls. What are you looking at? There was no illegal drug spill. I'm shocked. He laughs sarcastically in prose. Of course there's no illegal drug spill. Of course, that's a corporate crap line. Everything that you see, everything that you've been told, every official you've elected, you all bought and paid for by the people pulling the strings. Yeah, well, no one's telling me what to think. No eye contact. He remains bent over his equipment. Of course not, pal. You're different. Reporter finishes packaging up, straightening, brushing off the wet grit of street hands. As he does so, his eyes narrow. He gaze moves over his crew, flickering from face to face, before eventually landing on you. Looks like you just came from inside, so tell me, what did you really see in there? A mess Josine Sang's never cleaned up. Yeah, a demon goddess named Kwaya. She says hi, by the way. Tell her I said hi back, she smokes. Why, are you surprised I believe you? We live in a future, flying cars, dragons. What? Why not a demon goddess? Hell, a court probably summoned her for some kind of fear experiment or something. That's kind of shit that happens all the time. The World City is like a little petri dish. They love using them like lab rats. To test food additives, body modification, pharmaceuticals, whatever some junior executives can dream of. Nothing surprises me anymore. We can change that. He looks up at you like you're from Mars. Good luck. You'll look like you're just like the lady to do it. Good, I could use help. Your help. The reporter gives a lopsided grin. To what? Spread the truth? The truth isn't my business. Ad revenue is my business. Do you have any idea how much competition there is for eyeballs these days? News is nothing more than content. Just like the new Miami Courier Flash, BTL, Urban Brawl Broadcast, or Mercurial Censorship Experience. Everyone on this island knows my news service is just a mouthpiece for Oak Student Council. Hell, if you look close enough, you'll probably find that it's owned by a member of the Executive Council. People buy what we feed them because the world is changing. It's scary. They feel small. They need scapegoats to blame and authority figures to tell them what to think. My news network gives that to that. Yeah. He points to the shred screen mounted on the side of his van. And there's a prime example of authority figures. Jo Sang, rising star of the Executive Council. Just look at her spinning on her own ends, talking about the humanitarian relief effort she's mounting. You know? Comling shares, it's kindly shame. And go ahead and take your calm. It's going to be long before the scene turns into some kind of riot. It usually does. This is Hyujin. I lost contact with the soldiers I sent in towards sea with you, and now Sang assholes and the government troops are all over the place. Get over here and tell me what the hell happens. Right away, Auntie. No response, the line is already dead. Isabel tugs at your arm, her eyelids half-masked. I want to sleep for about a year. I'm taking Raymond to the boat Yang. I think you could use some snack time too. I'll see you there. You better go talk to Auntie, Seattle. Okay, cool. A TRID monitor display live feed network is standards for examine. Okay, cool. Oh wow, we're actually watching it. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. We're probably gonna go over. We're probably gonna go over a bit over, considering there's a lot of talking that we need to finish up here. And if you're looking to join us, we're Councilwoman Sang of the Hut. Which is a bit of a... And if you're just joining us, we're here talking with the Councilwoman Sang from the Office in Prosperity Tower. Councilwoman, again, thank you for being here. help us make sense of all the conflict our reports that we're hearing from getting our conclusion we'll see. The older woman nods with a queenly complexion. Thank you, Sonny. I only wish that we were speaking in happier times. Of course, man. This is indeed a stressful day for the citizens of Ward C, but who knows? For one of them, it might be lucky day. Stay tuned, because we're going to cut away shortly to this week's Giggable draw, with some lucky winner could walk away with 1 trillion new yen. Newscaster returns to focus their guests, a lack of practical concern back on her face. Now, man, you were saying this sort of situation is inevitable when en masse unprivileged children are raised in a world without hope. Exactly, Sonny. Joseph Sang leans forward towards the camera. Without hope, these children are left to create their own opportunities. The ones that they know. By turning to crime, they are often brought up by a single-parent household, without strong guidance to put them on the right path. They are surrounded by thugs and criminals, eager to put them to work in all manner of unsavory activities. And it's events such as that can call out for attention to plight these poor children. And this is why today I called on the External Council colleagues to join me in supporting a new project, Operation Hope. Under the auspices of this program, we will push the children of our poverty and place where they are loving, stable homes, while their parents are rehabilitated, re-educated, and re-investigated with new sense of purpose. This sounds terrible. This sounds tremendous. It is, Sonny, and it will cost billions of new yen to support such a mammoth effort. But Sang Mechanical Services is already to lead the way through the new charitable foundation, Sang for Hope. It is now time to get back to the community hands. The newscaster cuts a finger into the air. Madam Council, I'm afraid to cut your amazing off there. As you know, we are doing amazing work for people of Hong Kong, but her dazzling smile returns. It's time for Giggable. The older woman smiles contently, of course. Again, thank you so much for joining us and offering your perspective. The newscaster checks the notice in front of it. We are speaking with Joseph Sang, the entrepreneur of the naturalist and the forerunner of the next chair of the Executive Committee. Basic emergency response. Okay, so we need to go back. We need to go there, but I want to go see if I can, what happens if I go talk to people. Can I do that yet? Okay, cool. I can't even go back up. Can't even go back up to talk to people. Alright then. Okay, Matthew seems gone, but we got this. We got Jin here. You hear another laughter from reaching Felderman. Three men as usual and goes to a game before them. You see the tall figure Lao studying abroad and Shu laughing in Jin's post in the corner. The only tension there is between Shu and Jin, mostly Jin. But despite the ongoing rivalry, they both seem relaxed, carefree, like the weight of the great burden has finally disappeared, allowing them to savor what makes them happy. This game isn't over yet, you old fart. Just watch. I'll make you come back so beautiful that I'll make you weep. Jin stops his foot for emphasis. Or perhaps out of frustration. Let's see it then. I love a good comeback. At once, the man shifts his attention to you. An array of emotions pass through them. Jin eyes rolls back and lowers still a nod. Sue clasps his hand together, checking the flood with red. Ah, Hugh Jin. But I've urged to hug you, but I doubt these old bones could withstand your embrace. So good for you to come visit old men again. Take care, you old. Had any dreams lately? Shu leans forward. I have. Jin looks nervously at Shu and continues. It was terrible, even worse than before. It started here with black sun beginning red. It was red, like blood and casting deep reflection of water. I became lost in reflection as my senses left me, and suddenly I became filled with a sense of foreboding. I broke through the spell and turned to the game, and Jin had won. He burst out laughing. Jin reaches over broad and smacks him. God damn it, you baddie, you really had me going there. I thought you were done with all these cursed dreams. You had me going there too. See, you upset Hyujin. Hyujin looks surprised. I believe this is the first time that you've ever called our friend here by her name, Jin. Don't tell me you're growing fond of her. I had nothing of a sport. You're just an old and deaf and misheard me, that's all. The old man blushes, a strange look for him. He seems to realize his reaction and coughs to cover it up, but the flush lingers. Ah, of course. I'll leave you into it. See you later. I'll see you soon. Okay, cool. We're gonna talk to Kindly. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna go over time, which is a bit... Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. We just need to talk to Kindly, then talk to... The combination of the streets of Hoi bleeds into Kindly Sheng's Hong Parlor. The trade soldiers bustle in to keep their boss's orders. Couriers come regularly, whispering to a lieutenant before listening intensely and running off again. We're probably going to talk to everybody again, because that seems like a thing that we need to do. As you enter, Kan Yusheng is giving instructions to strangle a Bao and nods enthusiastic. She looks over at you and holds up a hand. Wait. And send Wong and Ho to snatch some of those medical supplies off the relief trucks. All the excitement, nobody's going to be watching them. She nods to herself, grinning satisfaction. Will be a big black market for over the next few weeks. Good thinking, Miss Sheng. Bao lifts a finger to the ear and transmits orders. When you see waiting, he inclines his head to a quarter an inch. Hu Jin, I figured you were dead. Last I heard, my soldiers had found you and everyone was heading towards sea. Then things got out of control. She picks up a black cigar. Where are my people? What the hell happened? We got separated in Wall City and later found out they were killed. Her eyes are little hard black buttons. Is that how you treat my resources? Please accept my apologies, Miss Sheng. She takes another drag from a cigarette, smoking through her nose. So you do have something to apologize for. I was just trying to be respectful for your loss. She taps her ash to the floor. Well, they knew the risks. They had a shot moving up, and they missed it. Forget them. I've got bigger problems, like customers and tenants steaming out of the Walled Sea, screaming for their lives, like the HKPF and for those Sang security sheds swarming all over the place. She'd also stub a cigar and ashtray. Now, tell me what happened and we'll see, or do I have to get the Avalon torch and ask nicely? Raymond Black accidentally summoned... A new tenant tried to move in, the big, bad, terrifying kind from another dimension. Kan Yusheng's eyes get big at that. What kind? A Yama King Queen Yan, the queen of 1,000 teeth. Never heard of her. She picks up a bowl of foul spirits and studies the label. The rusty man's voice drops low. But I know the Yama Kings. My grandmother used to scare me with stories about them. I guess she thought they were teaching me something by scaring the shit out of me. She chuckled softly. I remember one Yama King specifically. Mu Mang, the serpent of setting sun. Oh yes. Fu Mang promised wealth and influence to those willing to do what is necessary to take it. Her voice turns wistful. The story of Fu Mang spoke to me. All he asked for in return were 44 hearts pulled from the chests of those closest to you while they were still alive. Hearts from random victims wouldn't do, so those who took Fu Mang's markets would befriend others before taking their hearts, turning their entire network into a list of victims. Yes, Fu Mang spoke to me, but I didn't listen. Stranglebaum listens, leans in, his ear, fingers to his ear. Apologies, Miss Sheng, but so one of your men you went sent into runners and towards sea is still alive. He's stumbling into Wong and Ho. They were pulling medical supplies off the lorry. Sheng turns to you with an eager voice. At least one came back alive. Stranglebaum lowers his head, listening to the earpiece. Amen says Long Fo Fat is dead. He got shot by the HKPF inside Walled City. Bo listens to his head and makes eye contact with the triad boss. He's almost salivating in the device. Our man saw it with his own eyes, Miss Sheng. With his own eye. Is that good news? It's delicious, my darling. Oolong Fat was a superior with the Yellow Lotus A438s. Kan Yusheng black buttons, black eyes sparkle with the satisfaction of born from Mars. He was also a pig. Tell our friend Hu Jin what that means, Mr. Bao. A wolfish smile spreads across her face, and her eyes are squeezed into a crescent moons of pleasure. And say it slowly so I can savor it. The death of Wolong Fa has opened a spot for you to move open, madam. You could be the next 43A. Bao smiles. The fate is chilling. The gods help those who seize opportunities. Mr. Bao puts every man we have on this. Spread the word. Kan Yusheng says all debuts of Yellow Lotus are suspended from the civilians of Walled Sea until orders restored. I have no interest in complying either. Tell them I have medical supplies too, and they will be no charge for them until the crisis is over. You are a pillar of the community. Don't be snide, Hyujin. You don't want to be blow away my good mood. She raises her voice so the triads in the room can hear. The citizens of Walled City need charity and reassurance. The Yellow Lotus will provide that. I may not be brought Josephine Sang down, but I've got my career going again. She grabs her bottle and screws the cap and funds. Your career too, Mr. Bao. You'll be my new straw sandal. Good partners support one another. Bao lowers his head in respect. You have proven that, Miss Sheng. This calls for a drink. The soon-to-be 43A pours 2 shots and stings kind of stabs into her nose with a switchblade. She hands a glass to Bell and touches it with her own. She holds it there. Your loyalty and your clear-headedness have proved valuable, Mr. Bell. You are efficient ally, and I wish great wealth and fortune. They down the foul-smelling substance. Kratz, looks like you two are moving up in the world. Yes, and it appears fortune is changing for you too, Hyujin. She pours another drink and leaves it sitting on the table. Remember, you have a mysterious benefactor, one who listed APB on you. Any idea who that might be? I don't have a clue, and I must admit that bothers me. It must be someone powerful. I can't imagine if Joseph sang after all that. What would her motives be? It's gotta be someone else. Yeah, well, it's not like I've met... Well, it's not like I've made a lot of friends since we here downtown. I'll try my legwork. Find out if I can. She pulls out another thin black cigar. But that's for later, darling. I'm missing an entire piece of the story, my darling. What happened to Prosperity Tower? Did you rescue Raymond Black? Did his mother wipe his memory? We got him, stopped him from wiping his memory. Impressive. We have come quite a Shadowrun, a Hyujin. She lights a cigarette, and hungry shine in black eyes. While you were in Prosperity Tower, did you find any indiscriminating evidence on Joseon Sang? Dirt? Something I could use? We found financial statements that'll get her in deep with Vexian Council. Kindly barks and laughs, the cigar dancing on her mouth as she speaks. Now, I can take that dried up old bitch into the mat. The triad boss pulls out the credit stick and tosses it to you. The number of the day reading is big, more than twice the payout of a single Shadowrunner. With this, Joseph Sang's day on the Vexian Council are numbered. Though it appears our fortunes have truly changed. She pours another 2 shots in from her reeking bowl. Our partnership is quite enriching, Hyujin. She raises a glass. To my new number 1 Shadowrunner, may our partnership continue to bear fruit. To the beginning of something big. Kindly Sheng watches over you, drinking, smiling her serpentine smile. Then she downs the glass in one lick thing. Now, before I get back to business, I must know, how did you come to rescue Raymond back from the woods to the Wood City vomiting people? Ray made a magic fortune machine, but suffered from a demon summoning glitch. Your foster father created a magic fortune machine? She tips her... The triad boss crooks her head, raises a cigar. Please tell me you have control of this slice. Please tell me you brought me one. Nope, sorry. That's a P. I'm sure there's plenty of people who could benefit from it. Well, this business has certainly proved lucrative for me. Kindly Sheng studies and goes back. I am prime position to be the next Yellow Lotus for 438. I only lost 4 men, and I finally get something I can use against Joseph Sang. Say nothing. You made it quite a splash since you arrived in Hong Kong, Hyujin. Many Shadowruns complete in a very short time. The reports from our clients are glowing, mostly. And you can add closing the door on a demon goddess to the list. We made a difference. Perhaps for some, for a while. The triad boss leans in. Her voice goes for, listen to me, my sweetie. When I was a girl out there, I had never been a pandemic like the VATS. And in 2010, it happened. We'd never seen death like this. A quarter of its population disappeared. It was miserable. It was pushed to our limits, but the survivors moved on. And then the spike of babies started appearing, and dwarf babies. And then suddenly there were dragons and goblinization and magic. And every time the world changed, we got used to it. So a demon goddess deciding that the Wood City was her new living room. You did it, you didn't, whatever you did. What would have happened? She shrugs, sniffs. Perhaps the new news would cover it until the next sensation pulled its attention away. But after a while, it would be drowned out by the other crap competing for our attention. And the demon Wood City would become the new normal. Well, I was there, and I stopped her. Yes, you did, and you have made a habit of coming out on top. But let me give you a piece of advice for the future, sweet. Some things Mr. Sheng used to tell me. Respect ghosts and gods, but keep away from them. It sounds like you almost lost your ass in the Wood Sea. I think you'd best to listen to that. I'll keep it in mind. You do that. She stubs a cigar and screws the back onto a bowl. Now, let's get some sleep. Eugen, you look like shit. Tomorrow we'll talk about the future. Last time you told me to go to bed, I woke up a Shadowrun. What will happen when I wake up tomorrow? We get to work, my darling. You heard Mr. Bao. She drips her finger into an empty glass and finds a drop of liquor and brings it to her mouth. Gods help those who seize opportunities. And turns away, dismissing you away. Bao, what's the status on the medical supplies? Okay, now we just talk to our people, and I guess the game's going to end when we go to bed. I assume. We're going to talk to everyone and see. I know we're going over by maybe quite a bit, but since it's such a small thing, I don't really know. I don't really feel like splitting this into a separate stream. Damn. The scene of the bolt hole is quiet, save for the sound of eating. Raymond and your crew are crowded in his face, goblets, electric hot plate. Her cast iron pot simmers on top. They hold the bowl of soup in their hands. You recognize the smell: chicken style soya broth, almond macaroon, tin ham, the head of a soup of egg flavored macaroon. Raymond eats heartily, and it may be his first meal in days. I thought you said no team meetings without me. We made an exclusive decision. We are hungry, figured we'd hang out for a while. She looks at the bowl. She looks over her bowl at Duncan. Besides, no one could sleep anyway. She means me. I'm too fucked up to sleep. Trying to not think about Raymond. Wu takes an elaborate goop of soup, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. They're just keeping me company. Feeding me, pretending not to be tired. Talking a bit. What are you talking about? Isabel flashes a chunk of something from the soup and fingers flicks to the floor. We've been debriefing a bit. Yeah, talking about all that's gone on. The runs, rescuing Raymond, the walled city, the machine. It's hard to believe we did all that. Isabel stares at her bowl, at the wall tool. Her voice is soft. Hard to believe we defeated a god. Demon god. Goblet stirs as pull her fingers from another plane of existence. Hard to believe that Joseph Sang is to remain untarnished by this whole thing. The Lodeka's face hardens. 20 years of misery, 20 years of suffering for tens of thousands, hundreds maybe. And that's the way it is. The way of the world works. Powerful play their games and the little people pay the price. She'll see some justice someday. She has to. Wu stares at his soup, starting to concentrate. But one thing doesn't add up for me. Why was Josephine Sang so intent on shutting us down? Why wouldn't she be? You saw what she was responsible for. No, think about it. The HKPF snipers, the plastic face man, all the resources that she poured into capturing Raymond and hunting us down. I mean, she barely covered her tracks with the legal drug lab explosion, right? So why not just let Ray do his thing and cover it up afterwards? It doesn't add up. I believe I have the answer. I noticed when I was with the Fortune engine again for the first time, and a model attachment to the machine, one that I didn't design. A siphon. Mother was stealing it for the whole time. The cast-off positive chi from Walled Sea, leeching it for our own benefit. So I got it correct, hell yeah. That is how Sang Mechanical Services rose so quickly. From the minor company my father built to a powerful corporation it is today. It's how she got herself on one of the extended council seats of Hong Kong. She created her own luck. Not created, stealing. The hint of smile crosses Raymond's withered face. It'll be interesting to see what happens to her company now that Fortune Engine is shut down. Maybe we should send her a 4-leaf clover. She might need them. Goblet finishes the soup and lets out a belch and pats her stomach. She tosses the bowl into the corner for madness and folly. So now what? Gonna walk around a bit, stretch my legs. You should bag it soon, yeah, and get some sleep. He winks at you. You look like shit. So I've heard. And this is gonna be the last time we got an optional to catch up with everybody. No new messages, open, whoops, let's go back. Oh, we got some keywords. Chlorine gas spill in WC. For real, that stuff's terrifying. The newscast is out. Okay, cool, yeah, it's going through newscast. Okay, cool. It's not right. I would read those, but we're over time, so let's just catch up with everybody and go to sleep. Rector's eyes are impressive. He wears an easy smile, but his eyes are cold and unfeeling as Yoshi senses. Well, my friend, quite an evening. We fought and treated with an accidental being, preventing her from nesting into Old Sea and shutting down a machine that was twisting fate itself. A rather impressive list of accomplishments, wouldn't you say? I'll take it. He redeems his teeth white. Yes, my friend, of course you will. So what's next for you, Richter? Well, I'll remain here in Huey, of course. This place is perfect for my needs. I can easily access any maintenance materials that I need, and with your help, I have acquired a certain level of proficiency at evading the police. This will be a testbed for future our species, the birthplace of a new life form, and I will help usher it into this world. You know how that sounds, right? And you know what I am, what I can do. He smiles. You will be here besides me when the time comes. That depends on exactly what you're planning to do. And that remains an open question. I suppose we'll just have to wait for ourselves. He cocks his head and grimaces, showing some emotion. But anticipation will be in the interim, be well, my friend, and rest while you can. There is more looming on the horizon than you could possibly dream of. Sorry, I just accidentally clicked off to check something. Ah, flip. Messing up. Gachu stands in the presence of cleaning his cabin. As you enter using a small hand broom, he sweeps the dust and debris into a small pile. Sensing your arrival, he pauses. Hyujin, it's not every day you can say they fought an ancient god in one. The gold folds his arm across his chest and thin smile graces his lips. It's an unbelievable story. It's a hard time believing it myself. It's almost like a dream. Gachu nods understandably. I feel somewhat the same. Perhaps it is the supernatural nature of the Armor Kings, or the mind's own tendency to compartmentalize. Regardless, it did happen, and we survived. A challenge worthy of legend. How do you feel about being part of that? I feel like I could take on the world. Given what I've seen, the world might not win. You have a single level of drive and focus, the kind of intensity rarely seen. Gachu grins crookedly. Just let you know when you decided to topple the corporate core. I suspect I will need to prepare myself if I am to keep up. I'm glad you're part of the team, Gachu. Excellent. Then I think I'll get to cleaning, and if you need me for anything, well, you know where to find me. Okay, Gobbert and Isabel, then we'll do Duncan and, Duncan before we drop into the bed. And I think that will end the game, more than likely. Isabel looks up at you, a troubled expression on her face. She's found that any piece from your victory in World Sea, she isn't showing it. Well, we did it. Quenier's gone, and we never have to set foot in World Sea again. She tries to smile, and it fades a moment later. I guess I don't need these memories anymore. You haven't needed them since we got back, so why haven't you deleted them yet? I don't know. I want to, but something's holding me back. It doesn't feel right somehow, and I don't know why. Look, if you delete his memory... I don't want to say that, because it's not the same thing. Actually, look, if you delete his memory... Sure, because we want to... Isabel says nothing, just stares. A moment later, she nods. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Changing my past through omniscience, and rewriting the present by doing so. I think it's a form of self-mutilation, kinda. It kinda makes me uneasy. They're ultimately your memories, Isabel. Do what you want with them. You have no one to answer but to yourself. Yeah, I know. I kind of want to be sure that I can live with whatever decision I make. I'm thinking maybe I'll sleep on it. I think that's a good call. It's been a big day. Yeah, a bit. You can probably use the rest too. She offers you a smile. Good night, Hyujin, and rest well. You earned it. Hey, Gobbert, what's up? As you enter Ruin Gobbert's cabin, you find her sipping from an enormous mug. Something dark and steamy swashes over her face. Her rats squeak happily and the preach on her shoulder. That was a hell of a thing, wasn't we? You fought a Yama King and won. I'd say it's time for a celebration. Got anything to drink around here? Sure do, but if you think I'm gonna break it out tonight, you're crazy. I'm exhausted, Seattle. I don't think I can keep my ears open for much longer. If you're gonna celebrate our victory in style, I don't want to pass out on the 10-minute mark. You must be tired too. To be frank, I don't even know how you're still standing. Sheer force of will. She smirks. Yeah, I'll bet. Go exhort your will in your cabin then. We're mere mortals need to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, right? I mean, you're not going anywhere. It's a phrase statement. Firm and stiff. Yeah, Gobbert. Yeah, Gobbert, I'll see you then. Right. Good. Yeah, right, good. I'll see you then. She hesitates a moment, then the corner of her mouth tilts up in an odd familiar smirk. Oh, and Xiao, yeah? Sweet dreams. Aw, look at everybody. We got like everybody here. Last talking is Duncan, and then we'll end the game. You enter to find Wu setting up a little nest on the floor of his cabin, using old tarp and a blanket from his duffel bag and a pillow. Before you ask, this is for me. He stabs the thumb towards the bed. Raymond gets a bunk. Raymond looks around the cabin in some apprehension. He sniffs the air and cries nose. This is where you live? It has its own unique charm. We call it the bolt hole. Bolt hole, yes, charming. Raymond's eyes drop to the floor. I'm sorry that you had to follow me, had to go through all you did, live like this to help me. You're our father, Raymond. Of course I came. It's good to hear you say that, Yang. I'm glad you were here, especially at the end. I still can't believe what you did, the way you stood up to her. Me neither. The old man's eyes crinkle, offering you something new, respect. But you did it. You were very clever. Raymond stares. Even after all that's happened, I still find it hard to believe that Mother, he swallows, did those things. What exactly she was doing to your brain, Raymond? We know she was altering your memory. One memory, just one. She was trying to make me believe that my fortune angel never worked, that my theory was wrong, and that's why she cancelled prosperity. It was the smallest, simplest change she could think of, most believable. What would have happened to your memories of living in Seattle? Would that have wiped our entire history together? It's too complicated. I still would go to Seattle, still run away. He looks over at Duncan, but it would have been because of my loss of face, at having failed in front of my subordinates instead. He lets out the dirt. Lucky for us that you did come to Seattle. Wu smirks and flashes his pale whites. Well, maybe not for Yang here. She still had a harder road than me. So I understand. Duncan tells me you were in prison for a long time. I had no idea. Yeah, I was locked down hard. No communication from the outside world. That would explain a great deal. The old man closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. I misjudged you for many years. I was wrong. Did that really happen? Did Ray just say he was wrong? Holds out your hand. Holds out your hand. Yes, he did. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond takes your hand and shakes. She feels frail, like it's made of pigeon bones. It appears that we both have grasped in what we know about the other's past. I want to take the time to fill them in. For years, I worked to help you develop a strong sense of self-identity. Wanted you to know who you were, live a genuine life. He makes eye contact, doesn't flinch. Perhaps because I was living a lie. Now you are old. I have been through so much. I must ask. The older man looks at you and searching. Who are you? Do I know you? I'm still Yang Shen, on the inside anyway, and a part of me is still Edward Zhang on the inside. Wu drops straightly to the old man's shoulders. Okay, Raymond, you need to rest. Tomorrow, I'll take you to see a guy named Ambrosia. He might be able to help you with your star. He looks from his foster father to you, a twinkle in his eyes, and maybe we'll get some dim sum together like we used to, the three of us. I like that. Dim sum sounds good. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Raymond rubs his stomach and lets out the goblet soup. Does not agree with me. Raymond sits down on Wu's bunk and closes his eyes. A moment later, he begins snoring softly. Wu watches the old man for a moment without speaking, and then he shakes his head, confused. I don't know what to think about him anymore, Yang. I don't know what to think about any of this. What do you think of staying a runner, Duncan? Is this for life for you? Wu rubs his eyes and begins unbuckling his hammer belt. Oh crap, I don't know. It's too late to think. I'll probably just do what I've been doing since we arrived here. Follow your lead. He pulls the ammo over his head and drops to his bed. Now get out of here. I've got a date with a duffel bag pillow. And finally, we can end the game. Go to sleep and end the campaign. Yes. You drop your head into the pillow and haul your rough naval blanket over you. The butthole rocks like a cradle. And moments later, you are whipped into the comfy arms of sleep. There is no nightmares, only shadows. That's a really nice ending. Oh my god. And we get the thing before the story of Old City riots circulated over the local news network. For nearly a week, few outsiders of Hong Kong heard about the incident, and those who do, even fewer care. By the end of the month, the city's back to business. As usual in Hue, the flow of refugees eventually slowed to a trickle. Those who do escape tell stories of a terrifying demon goddess, finally driven away by one old man and rabble of outsiders. Their mad ramblings generally met with pity or contempt. After the incident of Old City, the unbroken lucky streak that propelled Sang Mechanical Services into the limelight comes to an abrupt end. Evidence of Joseph Sang's culpability in the Old City riots, as delivered by a reliable source, is aired in Horizon News Network, and corporation stock prices go into freefall. Within a year, Wuzan Inc. buys out and absorbs and dismantles the company, and Joseph Sang is quietly filed away in a corporate prison. She remains there, buried behind walls of concrete and rebar, until she hangs herself 3 months later. Hue remains a safe port of call for smugglers, gangsters, and Shadowrunners alike. You are no exception. Shadows welcome you in a way Seattle never did. You earn the respect of your fixer, your clients, and your community. And now that the APB on you and your team has been lifted, by pies unknown, you are free to operate openly in Hong Kong. This place is your home now. This place is yours now. You are home. And now like we always do, we'll sit through the credits, because these lovely people made the game for us. So I like doing this. So, my opinion on Shadowrun Hong Kong. The ending and tricking a god, really fun, really good ending. The actual, rise to top prime runner felt way more rushed than in Dragonfall. Feels way more rushed than Dragonfall ever did for its pacing, and that kind of sucked, not gonna lie, but the game itself felt very robust. The ending was tricky, and also you get Yama Kings foreshadowed throughout, but their presence in the actual game is fairly limited aside from the nightmares you feel. It works good. I know. Oh wait, we got the bonus campaign. We're gonna be playing Shadows Hong Kong next week, by the way. We're gonna be starting that next week. Oh god. I will be honest, once we get to the Kickstarters, I will click on the fast forward, because there's a lot of Kickstarters for these games. Sorry if you like. Oh wow, they even say about the past developers. That's really cool. Once we get past that, once we get to this thing, the reason I do that fast forward is because there's a lot of backers, and they got their names in the credits. They deserve to at least be shown, but it will take way too long, especially when I'm this over by. So yeah, we're on the Kickstarter now, so we're just gonna click the speed up a bit, because look at this, there's so many. You can't really see them unless you my eyes can't really comprehend them, but thank you everyone who kickstarted the game. I was a little too young to know about Shadowrun when this game came out, so. But thank you everybody who worked on this game, everyone who supported this game. It's really good. We're gonna do the other campaign next time. And that's gonna be and that should be fun enough, I think. It's look how many there is. Obviously, I like saying for it. Where do I rate the 3 games so far in my head? Returns is out of Hong Kong so far is the second, and Dragonfall is the best in my opinion so far. But that's just so far for the games. Wait. Did it just go through to other campaigns? I thought it already did this. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, does it just repeat? Okay, it might just repeat. Seems like that is what I was doing. Unless that was the backers of other games? I don't know. I'm really sorry if you are personally watching the game and you do not see any of the credits, because I care about that sort of thing. These guys deserve credits. That's why I sit through the credits in stream. But thank you everybody who followed, supported, and watched during Shadowrun Hong Kong streams. We're starting Shadows of Hong Kong next week, and I'll see you guys then. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Until then, goodbye.